And poison.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are Not Great RPG, and we are here once again for the Lost Kings of Adoris, the campaign that I obviously DM, as is indicated by me being up here. It'd be weird if I was sitting up here and not DMing.
To be fair, I sat over there the one time and then came up and DM'd
Well,
for a brief moment.
that's
so.
fair.
It was a good time. Can't wait to do that again.
Nobody saw it coming.
Now that my brain's been infected.
Infected?
Yeah, in the Swamp.
Oh.
Not in real life.
It's like...
What's
Damn,
wrong
dude.
with your brain?
No, we've been asking that one for years.
Yeah, that's not...
I mean, there's normal things. But that's not infected.
Don, you forgot one thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm in the wrong spot.
Ooh, yeah, he's the map. He's the map. He's the map.
Let me go move him.
That's fine. Hi, Paul.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Hi.
All right. Time for the
There's only
brand
one.
pre-show podcast, right?
Welcome to the Brad Pre-Show Podcast. I'm your host, Brad. It's been a while. I'm feeling under the weather. I've lost 2 classes worth of levels. Help me.
Right? Oh, dude, still. Better stats now than Still remember
Oh
the
my
horrific brand rolls.
We're so bad.
When-
He was borderline unplayable.
Yeah, when we started for Fallen, we Don rolled like 18, 17, 15, like 10, 10, 10. Paul rolled like 14, 15, 12, 8, 7, and I was like, sorry buddy, you're over the minimum threshold, you gotta play it. And he's a fucking arcane trickster. So he's like, I have to dump Con. It's like, oh, dude, that sucks. Started with like 8 hit points. Don had like 13 or 14. It's like, very
Real
sorry.
rough. Now I just, screw Con all the time. Who needs it?
Just don't get hit, dude.
Yeah, easy.
You also just hit a certain point where like, shit's hitting you no matter what, fuck it. Like,
Yeah, I mean Felix has really good con because he's Ganassi, and I rolled. Or no, I didn't roll. It was I think we used predetermined.
yeah, we did the modified.
Those are really
Yeah, with the con, he's good.
Do you want another cookie size?
Rin just isn't supposed to get
worst
hit,
noise.
but he keeps critting me.
Stop! Why did you do it again?
What are you doing?
I brought cookies, and Lawrence is just, God, assailing us all internally.
Barbarian.
Yeah, it's fucking plastic, and he's just sliding it so it's chalkboard noise.
Can we get some hypes in the chat for Volpic, please? Donating $42.23.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much, Volpix.
We were busy recoiling in horror. I'm so sorry, but thank you.
Thank you so much. We genuinely appreciate it immensely. Paul's now in the right spot, so we're good to go now.
Now I can
He's safe.
look at Paul.
Hey.
Now you know who he is.
I hope you make chili sometime soon, Volpix.
If you like chili.
She asked for a chili recipe, so I gave her a chili recipe.
Yes.
All right. So we're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then I'll read the recap from last week, and we will pick up where we left off.
I'm John, and I play Marcus.
I'm Sarah, and I play Dandelion.
I'm Paul, and I play the young master Rin.
I'm Autumn and I play Twig.
I'm Mike and I play Mr. Pigeon.
I'm not Lawrence, and I'm some sort of plastic screech fiend. I play Shay.
A plastic banshee. If you don't do it again.
I will break the cookie container in front of everyone.
You must not read from the book!
There's no more.
Just Grimdar smashed that shit into pieces, dude.
I'll do it again.
Right? Ugh.
If we ever...
If I describe it as an old lady, you're just...
I will smash her into the ground every time.
All right,
Excuse me. Go run that by me again.
I said what I
I
said.
also tried to pull away, and you picked up right where I ran away from.
Take that quote out of context.
Oh, the bomb! I got it, buddy. No, we were leaving. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, last week's episode, Where the Wildflowers Grow. You guys meet back up in the prisoner's chamber. You gather everybody. You head deeper into the mine, to the strange room that Matthias told you about that nobody was allowed into. You enter the space. You find 5 crates and barrels scattered around the room. Rand attempts to open one, but he can't get his blade in there, and he just can't crack it into that.
He just can't
into
get
that
his
box.
blade in there.
Just can't get it in there. I said what I said. Dandelion and Marcus open one of the other ones and find mirrors inside at specific angles built into the boxes. Shay notices that there's a grid scraped into the ground, the same as the picture on the back wall. The picture's got markings on it on the ground with the Dwarvish letter B, along with the words "Life imitates art" in Dwarvish and Elvish. In the center, a riddle is written that the party discerns to mean fire, and Rin lights one in the small bowl indented into the center of the room. As the fire is lit, Shay and Marcus move the barrels and boxes into the spots on the map. They swivel into place, and shadows cast through them by the light reflect onto the wall, writing, "No matter how parched, no matter how rolled, no matter if magic, no matter how old." Rin immediately refers this to a paper or a scroll and throws a piece of paper into the fire. The boxes shift. Writing appears on the other wall. "I am green with envy when placed beneath the sky. I breathe not the air you breathe, yet you do not wonder why. If you were to shelter me, I would simply shrivel and die." Dandelion jumps in excitement, throws a piece of plant from her hair into the fire. It shrivels, and the barrels swivel once more. On the back wall written, "The foolish man wastes me, the average man spends me, the wise man invests me, yet all men succumb to me." Marcus realizes that the answer is time and pulls out his hourglass, placing it in a small hole at the back of the room that is lit up. The back wall begins to groan as the floor shakes, sinks into the ground, revealing a space in front of you, which you guys proceed in. You guys look inside, find a very obvious pressure plate with a large boulder at the top. My notes have been signed out of, that's fine. On the pressure plate written in Dwarvish says "emergency seal." You guys assume that this would release the boulder, closing in whatever this place is in case of emergency, and does not refer to some sort of aquatic animal, but you never know. You guys make your way past this into the chamber. Beyond, Rin acting as a traffic director for all 50 of the former prisoners of the Crimson Dawn. You guys make your way into a much larger chamber with some tables and chairs overturned, signs of a struggle. At the back of the room, there's a detailed seal to honor the god Lathander, made with gemstones and gold. You find highly detailed stone statues of armored figures wielding warhammers fighting cloaked ones, and the cloaked figures fighting other cloaked figures. Between the 5 or 6 of you, you guys realize that the armored figures, elves and dwarves, must have associated with Lathander based on their armor. And there are 2 sets of cloaked figures, some that worship the god Saloon, a mix of elves and other races, but mostly elves, and some that worship the god Shar, mostly human. The statues appear to all be unique and in different positions around the room, some of which seem injured, but not as if the stone was chipped in an accident. They look highly realistic and extraordinarily detailed. You guys go into the next chamber. Rin licks his finger, puts it up in the air to look for a draft, feels one in the leftmost room, proceeds inside, and you find a small kitchen with long rotted food that has since turned to dust and nothingness. The kitchen itself is in a complete state of disarray. More signs of a struggle. There's a real warhammer that matches the ones the statues are holding. They're inscribed with the symbols of Lathander, which Marcus takes as he wishes to preserve it and honor it. You guys go back into the room. The party goes north into a larger church or worship area that's highly decorated with symbols of Lathander. This too is battle-torn, has more of these statues. There's a burned-out altar. Rin floats over to it to see if there's a tome, and there is. He finds a book of worship to the god Lathander as expected and flips through it briefly before feeling a tickling on the back of his leg. He jumps and turns and finds a frayed banner blowing in the breeze that is scraping the back of his leg. He pulls back and finds a doorway. You guys plan to scout forward, and as you do, Mr. Pigeon and Marcus head back into the previous room. Mr. Pigeon goes to the bed chambers, the area that you guys had not checked, finds ruined beds, a full set of damaged plate armor scattered around the room with symbols of Lathander on it as well. Collects it and gives it to Marcus, who's in the previous room, fixing the symbol of Lathander on the wall, placing the scattered gems back in place. You walk over to 2 of the statues that appear to be in pain, an elf pulling a dwarf away from the battle. You pull out your holy water and mark the symbol of the god Tyr with the water, a sort of ritual to lay these lost statues to rest. Mr. Pigeon tells him in pantomime that the bedchambers contained many of these armored figures that were killed in their beds and that it seems they must have lived here. The other figures seemingly did not. Everybody else makes their way into the winding hallway into a much larger space with 50-foot high ceilings. There's a path of stone flanked by a floor of glass. It's filled with more of these statues and gigantic fractured pillars of pink marble that ascend up into the ceiling, as well as a very large tree. The tree is split, fractured in half, half with shadowy darkness and the other half with very pastel-colored glowing leaves. The walls behind this tree also mirror this, half of it covered in darkness and shadow with floating ash, and the other half with colored vines and flowers. Dandelion points excitedly at the tree and says that this reminds her of home. The party sees a pale, grayish blue-skinned elvish woman covered in white vine tattoos sitting cross-legged at the center of the room, her hair floating majestically behind her. Shay runs back to fetch the others, brings Marcus and Mr. Pigeon back with him. You guys walk forward, her eyes snap open, and she asks, "What brings you all to the Temple of the Morning Lord?" Marcus is like, "Hey, we're just passing through, trying to bring these prisoners out and take them to their new home." You ask what this place is and who she is. She says that this is a Temple of Lathander and the home of the Order of Aster. Dandelion recognizes the word Aster as a birth flower. She tells them that she is the guardian of the immortal flower, the flower belonging to the god Lathander, gifted to this plane from his gardens in the astral plane. Marcus asks where the Order of Aster is now, and she gestures around her, still not looking at anything in particular, and says, "All around me here." You guys ask what caused this. She said this is the result of divine magics from the presence of all three gods represented here colliding at once during the night of temple fires, on the night the war with the gods and mortals began. She looks around the space more. Rin walks past her. She reaches out and grabs him lightly and says, "Only the pure of heart and soul may pluck the flower of the morning lord." He tells her that he's not going to. He just wishes to look at it. He continues walking. You look past her. You see a small cutout portion of the tree trunk and a flickering, ethereal-looking storm flower. Flanking the tree on either side are two clerics, one of Saloon and one of Shar. Dandelion dances towards the tree and touches both sides of it, slamming her hands onto it. Rin grabs towards her, but as he does, she lets go of the shadowy side and immediately vanishes from the sight of the party. Everyone looks around rapidly, and Rin's eyes refocus and sees a tiny flying pixie dandelion flying in the branches of the tree. She lets go, and after a few seconds, pops back into view her normal self. Rin looks at her as confusion and slight horror, and she laughs and does it again. Twig walks up to the woman on the floor, and Shay asks if she has a name. She introduces herself as Heruil Ferlote, translating in Elvish to Guardian of the Immortal Flower. Shay and Rin look at each other and say, "So you were literally born to be a guardian of this flower?" And she indicates that yes, that is true. Asks what year it is. You guys tell her that it's 4295. She said she was born in 225, and that she's been waiting for another guardian to come and take her place. Twig pulls out the storm flower that she possesses, asks her if this is another of them. Heruil tells her that it's a copy, it's a falsehood, it's wicked, that a lot of life was used to create this. Twig tells her about her queen and the flower, and her home is dying, taking her queen with it. Heruil tells her that her queen must possess one of these fake flowers, and that they were created from a petal of the original from Lathander's garden. She said that the creation has a horrifying origin, though no one inquires further. Twig walks towards the tree, towards the flower, and looks back and forth at Mr. Pigeon and the flower for guidance. Mr. Pigeon shrugs, not helping very much. Twig says, "I want to touch it." Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredibly helpful.
A little guidance boop.
Yeah.
Twig says,
You're a
I want to, I have to. Heruil calls out, "If you believe yourself to be the true guardian of the flower, then your grasp will bind you to it and start you on a journey to find its true home." And Rin asks, what happens if she isn't the guardian or isn't pure of heart? And she realizes then she will be consumed like the others. You look down and see piles of ash at the base of the tree. There have been others that have come before you, searching for the legend of the immortal flower, but none have been the guardian. Twig reaches out and grabs the flower. The flower begins to flicker more rapidly and grow brightly, and white markings begin wrapping around her fingers and arms as the white vine tattoos vanish from Heruil's body and appear on Twig's. She tells you that the true guardian has been found, one not born in this place and not bound by its walls, and says that the spires of the morning will one day rise again. Marcus asks if that's what the pink marble is. She says yes, reflecting dawn's first light down into the gardens of Shantea below. Marcus says that he's from there. She says that she's never been, but she's heard that there's great people there. Gives her the holy water, seeing that it sustains her, at least for now, because she's incredibly old. Harold walks over to Twig, takes her cat hands, and tells her that she must travel to the Feywild, to the temple that the flower created in order to protect itself from the forces of Shar and Saloon, who both tried to bring the plains of the Shadowfell and the Feywild into the material plane to affect the flower as they attempted to take it. Twig is told to, if she finds any more of these copies, to purify them in the waters of Lathander in the temple in the Feywild. It is the only way to destroy them. Marcus and Hera will talk about the fact that she hasn't seen her reflection in 4,000 years, and he leads her over to an area of glass, and she looks down and says that she looks much different than she remembers, much older. She tells you guys that her appearance used to change with the seasons, but she isn't sure that she will anymore. You guys collect yourselves. Ren traffics everybody out of the room again over towards the exit. You make your way down the ladder. Hera will following behind you. As she begins climbing down the ladder, the light of dawn cresting over the ocean to the east. Her hair and clothing begins to change to an autumn auburn color, some color coming back to her skin. She steps off the ladder, looks up into the sun, closes her eyes, and sheds a single tear. And that is where we are picking up this week, with you all standing outside of the mountain, the morning sun just cresting over the ocean to the east.
Mm-hmm. So for where we are coming out, is there still any more mountainous range to the north of us, realistically? Or would it be a very minimal amount?
It's a very minimal amount.
Okay.
You're on like the pretty
We're
much the
in
back
where
portion.
we came in, effectively, just to the fucking west.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would pull out my good old case scroll and a piece of parchment.
Mm-hmm.
Young master, I don't know if you by chance have any inks or anything of that nature. I need to be able
Plenty
to
if
write a
you need.
letter to Nolan.
Sure. I'll hand you some ink and a quill.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna write a letter to Nolan, requesting, with the upfront payment of 200 gold, that he assist them in finding employment, at least for the time being, in Lake Mount, and to ask, effectively, to harbor these,
Yeah.
poor lost souls as best as he is capable of doing, and that Joseph, I know, would be an individual who could at least put up a few of them for some time, and if there are any additional payments that are owed for the construction of homes or food, that I'll pay them upon my return.
Sure, absolutely.
And I would fold that up and put that inside of the scroll case and hand that to Harrowell.
Thank you. I should give this to someone wherever you're sending us.
Yes, there is. I'll point to the statue of Tyr with the symbols on my chest. There is a lawkeeper in town, a good man. Someone that I trust who will be able to direct and offer hospitalities to you all for the time.
All right. Thank you. I will give this to this lawkeeper.
Yes. Nolan is a good man, and there are many other good people in that town. If anyone ever asks, simply tell them that Marcus sent you.
Of course. This lawkeeper, does he actually protect the laws?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Very good.
He is a very good man.
Excellent.
A man that I aspire to be like. Yeah, I would. I mean, Matthias, I'm assuming, is also proximate, like, in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I would point at Matthias. This man is the closest thing left to a leader that my people have.
All right.
I ask only that if he needs to say anything to Nolan, that he be permitted to enter into the lawkeeper's office with you to discuss the arrangements for all of the people of Goldview.
Of course. I will stay with this person. Does he have a name?
Yes, Matthias.
It's Matthias then. I will walk with him and your people to this town and give this to the lawkeeper.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to point to the northwest in the direction for what would be the road.
Yep.
And I would indicate that towards Matthias. Just to inform him effectively of, you're going to the fucking road that way, and you're going west.
Yep.
You don't go anywhere else. West.
Yeah,
You will find Lake Mount.
He walks over to you and like grabs both of your hands. Thank you, Marcus, for everything.
Oh yeah, I'm going to pull the little old bastard in for a big hug.
Oh, these old bones
I'm just going to pat him on the back. I know, Matthias.
always were strong.
Oh, thank you. Yes. As were my parents. But
Wonderful.
you'll be in Lake Mount by the end of the day. It'll be a long walk, but we already took care of the bandits on the road, thankfully, and we're here taking care of any of the other ones that could possibly have a second shift, so I swear to God, if anything happens to you on the road, I'm gonna leap into the sky and smash the sun out. Just as a heads up,
I think you mean first shift.
right?
I would not do that.
I'd murder you.
I know.
In reality.
Kill the whole town.
To be fair, aren't you already going to do that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
So no change.
Yeah.
No change in the plans.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't have anything else that I would want to give them. We fed them and watered them for the day. They're ready to grow. Y'all are good,
Did you say
right?
we fed them and watered them for
Yeah,
the
dude.
day?
You did say that.
We did. Because we did do that. They're good.
Not
now,
wrong.
right?
They're not plants.
Ooh.
What are people?
I do know
Not-
druidic for a reason. I'm a plant. Someday. Yeah, I don't have anything else that I would want to give them, and I want to make sure they get on the fucking road. So
Okay.
scurry along.
Yeah. Harold,
Before they run off,
Yeah.
I would like to approach Harrowell
Sure.
and observe the changes that occurred when she was climbing down the ladder.
Sure.
You said
Yeah.
that she went from like pale and gray, and then her hair was white to what again?
Yeah, so she went from pale gray with white hair to more normal, like slightly tannish skin. Not quite full color. It's still kind of trending towards gray a little bit, but she looks more alive than she did previously. She has very like orangey auburn hair. And her clothing has changed to kind of reflect that color scheme as well. She is pretty much the embodiment of the season of autumn at this point in colors.
Okay, and she's I'm assuming her other features are visible, like her ears and things like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
She looks like an elf.
Yeah, I would definitely approach her.
Sure.
Before she runs off with the group and I don't mean to be rude, but what are you? I've never seen an elf like you.
My kind are referred to as Eladrin. We have fairly exceptionally long lives, though I suppose mine much longer than most, having been bonded to this flower.
See.
Yes, I imagine there are more of my people out there somewhere, though I do not know.
Are there just so few of you, or?
We are rare. Not all elves are Eladrin, of course. There are all different kinds, but we are unique and change with the seasons. There are some of us that are more attuned to nature, and nature gives us our long life.
I see. So thank you for sharing. If we run into any Eldrin, should we send them your way? Or are your people more inclined to be by themselves?
My people do like their company, though we are happy to be alone in nature. With it having been over 4,000 years, I'm not sure that there are any of my people left or what's become of them, should you find any, I suppose you can tell them that I exist. Would be nice to see more of my kind.
Of course, I will. I'll send them your way and tell them. I don't know. What would you like me to tell them?
That there is another of their kind.
She's
still.
around and
There is
single.
another.
Yeah. Yes.
Old, but you know.
There's an old lady.
Yes.
Guys, there's an old lady over there.
You guys should go back to that small town.
Which is
There's a
single.
There's a really old lady. I mean, she could very easily just become a fucking carnival attraction at this point. Oldest elf in existence.
Yeah, really.
Pay your silver.
Truly fascinating how your appearance changes and everything you wear.
Yes, we are very attuned to nature and are granted energies by its splendor.
People would be jealous.
I think so. Though most people have not spent thousands of years in a cave.
Debatable.
That's true. I'll just grin at her.
Oh, God.
You
I'm just gonna
dummy.
grin.
Right?
Alright.
What do you know? You've been in a cave for 1,000 years.
Yeah, I'll give her the water skin that I have the holy water in and ensure that she has sufficient for her journey back to Lake Mount.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yep. And remind her once more that the well is there, and
Yep.
if you're getting a little dying,
Feeling ghostly.
yeah, if you're feeling a little undead, make sure you take a nice holy water bath again and don't become a monster.
I'll make sure that I do that.
Or
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to become a circus attraction,
You do you.
yeah, maybe you dunk her like the clown just into holy water and she emerges alive again.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
It's good. Writes itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I would. Yeah, I would go to embrace her and wish her well.
Yeah, she would be kind of not like taken aback, but just kind of
Hugs are weird to
Yeah,
me. I
yeah.
don't know who humans are.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like, you know, not
Sheepish?
indifferent. Yeah, sheepish. That's a good word.
Mhm.
Not indifferent.
No, elvish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she embraces you lightly.
Yeah.
Folk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I would look at all my thankfully still surviving probably cousins and shit. There are very few of us. Just kind of wave.
They just
Hmm.
thank you, Marcus.
Oh, you'll all be fine.
We'll find something to do.
Yes, Lake Mount has a lot of farmland and the forests are near. There's fishing.
Fishing is good.
There's many good people.
Build a barn,
Could build a barn.
really big one.
Yes, absolutely, for everyone. Literally everyone. Just jam us all into one big barn. It's
For
like,
barn parties.
yeah, dude. You know, have raves.
The hoedown.
Yeah.
Barn burners, I think they're called.
Hmm. Yeah. Just kind of smile at him sadly. Someday I will find you all. Again,
Again,
it seems.
we will meet again. Shantae will guarantee that, and he just puts his hand on your shoulder.
Hmm?
Your parents would be proud of you. What you've become and how you handle yourself. Though I know they always were. Especially now.
I would hope. But I will do only and all that I can. And I look forward to the day that I can take you home.
Just
Hmm?
begins walking.
Hmm?
Yeah, they begin making their way, and
Hmm?
waving at Marcus and waving at all of you. Harrowell is going to walk up to Twig. She leaves. My guardian, if there is some wisdom I could impart on you on my journey before I go, you do not appear to be alone, which is more than I can say for myself, but there may be others, descendants of the Order of Aster out there, followers of Lathander, that may be able to guide you and help you on your journey. There should be information about them out there somewhere. I do not know if any survived. I could not bring myself to look at the faces of my friends, encased in stone, but I do imagine some were not home when the temple fires started, and their descendants may still walk the earth. You should seek them out.
I'm gonna thank her. I'm gonna ask her, how does this work? I mean, where do I go from here?
I'm afraid I do not know completely, but the flower will call to you. You may have dreams or visions, but your journey will take you far, I'm sure, before you are able to make it to the Feywild and to find it, but I imagine the flower will guide you to its children. It's those fake copies that need be destroyed. I imagine the lines on your body and your senses will guide you where you need to go.
So what does this mean for you? What happens now?
Well, as long as I have this holy water, I should be okay. I had assumed that finding the Guardian would mean my end, but it appears Lathander has something else for me to accomplish on this plane, and so here I am for now. Being bonded to the flower is not an easy task. You have set yourself on quite a journey to find it, but it will protect you. Your life would be extended longer than that of the average cat.
What's the maxi lifespan?
9 lives. So now 18. It's really good. That's actually insane, Don.
It's very overpowered.
Yeah.
We're gonna get rid of it.
That's
1,
broken.
2, 3.
You're the tank now.
Right, right.
That's a lot of death saves.
Lord.
That'd be a cool feature.
9 lives? Feature?
Yeah.
Sarah.
You have 1 HP. At
Oh
all
my
times.
god. Right?
But the flower will guide you. But it would not have allowed you to bond to it if you were not pure of heart and pure of intentions. I sense there is no malice in your soul.
Well, it's not for me, so...
But it means that your intentions are good no matter the outcome. I do not know how your queen came across this flower, or what she did to get it, but be wary of its tricks.
I'm gonna grab her hand and just
Mhm.
give her a nod.
As she squeezes your cat beans.
I'm gonna hand her my little bat figurine
Mm-hmm.
I got.
She
And
just
I'm
holds it
gonna-
in her hand.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing what needs to be done for the Morning Lord.
Sure.
Cool, dude.
You just had an O moment.
Yeah, dude, anytime. I guess.
She's just gonna kind of like pat you on the head a little bit.
She's very tall.
Yeah, I'm like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, dude.
You're like 7 feet. I always forget how tall.
Yeah, dude. That's your
are
fucking
huge.
giants.
Very tall cat. You will do just fine, my dear.
I'll purr a little bit.
Oh, that's the first time we've seen Twig purr.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm weirded out.
Just like a fucking growl.
You should do like a slow blink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Twig's got her type.
Oh, I'll fight you.
The tension.
There's never enough. I have so many people to save.
So many.
That's what we're calling it now.
Please.
Also, thank you, John. The Twitch Prime sub.
Very welcome.
Yes, the followers of Lathander will, I hope, understand what those markings mean. I'm not sure if the knowledge was passed down, but I'm sure some has been written in legend in libraries. You may be able to find more about the Order of Aster there, if any still exist. Thank you.
Squeeze her hand again.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna let your hands go and just kind of bow slightly and begin walking off through the forest amongst the 50 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going the right way?
No. Yeah, no, they're going to
Straight sound.
Just veer to the east.
I'm just gonna crumple these mountains with my fucking hammer.
Over here to these dark lands?
Oh my god. When you see the mist, you know you're going in the right direction. Continue in. Close your eyes.
That's technically the right direction.
Kneel and just beg for mercy for whatever horrific demons exist inside.
Find a sword,
We're
fall
here.
on it.
Marcus is in the mist.
Nope.
Where are we?
A little further down.
We're down here.
We're into that one.
There's water there.
It's
There's
like,
a bridge.
It's a river.
It's
It's
100%
just
a bridge.
yeah. It's just difficult to draw that small.
Yeah, I looked at the updated one to make sure that there is a bridge. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
there's a bridge.
Yep.
Because no, I'm not sending my people to just drown.
Gotta swim across
Yeah,
this river.
ford this river.
Yeah, I mean, they could totally tread water. It's
Mhm.
fine.
Real
Swept
swimmers.
away. Just like
See, look at that. Bridge. I'm
put it-
safe. You
Oh,
did?
Almost the right spot.
Mhm.
Little.
We're safe.
So yeah, they have begun walking. You guys are here. The 6 of you, plus Colbane, plus Murdoch.
To the 8 of us.
The 8 of you.
is Twig still purring?
Absolutely.
Just watching her just in the
I
distance.
will kind of look at anyone else.
With the fur floating
Yeah.
majestically.
Just white tats, fucking fur frizzled out.
What if I tell you catch my eye?
Be fine.
Yeah, you catch Dandelion's eye, Ren.
Just stay right.
Just
What? Yes?
what?
What?
I don't know what you
Purring's weird.
Is it? Everything here is kind of weird.
Don't knock it till you
I'll
try
just,
it.
I'll just be like, when it's this big, it's fine. No, when it's
What do you
just
what do you mean this big? What is
I'll just start like like a regular cat.
what does that mean?
Marcus,
Yes, young master.
could you explain cats? Leave out the hand part.
Well, cats don't have hands.
Exactly.
They have paws. It's kind of like a hand. They,
Marcus.
they have beans. Tiny little soft beans. They're very fun to press. Perhaps you could ask Twig.
But
There are different sizes of cats.
I
Some
only
that
know
are...
Twig.
Oh, yes.
Twig is very big.
Yes, but as I have Fluffy, who is quite small, there are
Is that
cats...
also a cat?
No, that's a dog, but there are cats that are that size. So there are twigs that are that size.
I think I understand.
If we find one, we'll pet it and inspect its beans, and perhaps you'll make a new friend like Shimmer. We'll find you a cat. We'll find you probably at least 35 cats.
Is that an appropriate number of cats?
It's not inappropriate.
I'm just gonna
that-
lean towards Mr. Pigeon. It's definitely inappropriate.
Not alone.
Pull a cat out of the skin.
You just hear meowing as you're just stuffing it down. Oh God! Not
can't know.
the time. Not the time.
I haven't seen him feed his sleeves.
Have you been?
Haven't you? Make a perception check.
Right?
Oh my god.
Do you want me to make a perception check?
No. I mean,
Okay.
No, your passive's too low. It's okay.
He has been sleight of hand this whole time. Yes, but I think it's a thing that Twig is more versed in. That's who she is, and her people are the same as her. So there are definitely more people like Twig. We simply haven't encountered any yet on the place where we are in the world.
Smaller twig?
Are you saying that to her? Are you just looking at her randomly and going, smaller Twig?
Yes.
She's asking if there are cats.
I mean, yeah, cats exist.
She would also like to see your beans. See? You do not have those.
They're kind of the same.
Yes, they're like a hand.
Yes.
They're simply called paws.
Colbane just holds up his one hand and his stump.
I didn't know we were playing a game. But alright.
Is this a handshake?
I don't know. What about... I do not know whether or not there is a
Fireball me.
traditional handshake of Tabaxi.
I can demonstrate with Mr. Pigeon.
Mr. Pigeon knows the handshake as well.
I'll walk up to him, and I'm gonna headbutt him full force.
Oh, damn.
Full force. Oh my.
It's not
He's going
inappropriate.
down.
It is, if anything, the most appropriate handshake.
He watches Twig just walks up to Mr. Pigeon and just kind of looks into his eyes and just BAM!
I love the eye contact, just like the slow moment of, you know, the hand. Fuck you.
Is it like an actual headbutt, or is it forehead to forehead, or are we talking forehead to nose, where he's like looking at damage?
I mean, I guess it would have to be the top of his head. Since
You're
he's
very
very
tall.
You're
small.
very tall. I'm not.
So very intimidating. Like,
Yeah, you watch as Twig just slams her full face into the top of Mr. Pigeon's head.
That makes sense.
She pulls back and there's just like a little bit of paint residue.
I'll just look back and forth and walk away.
I think I understand.
Yes,
No hands needed.
yes, absolutely, because they have paws. It's a good way to shake.
So
Instead
it's a
of
head
using...
shake?
Yes, it's a head shake, I guess.
perhaps you should try that one on Colbane.
I could hold you aloft.
I could crouch
That would
down
be
if it's
inappropriate.
easier.
He's
Holding-
not a tabaxi.
She is correct.
but he is missing a hand. So perhaps he's allowed to adopt this tabaxi handshake.
Did we not get a handshake for him? I think we already
Well, he
have
does
one.
still have a hand, and it is handshake, not hands. Hake. Oh no! What if it is?
Have acquired more than one hand.
What does Hank mean? We must abandon these quests.
Oh my god! I have to go find my people and tell them.
Wasn't there like an
Matthias, wait.
innkeeper's handshake?
Yeah, Joseph Radgate taught us the innkeeper's handshake.
So then I would already know a handshake for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it is.
Definitely do.
I have to check
in your
this.
guide.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's like number 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we have Murdoch and Colbane?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I would give the other set of busted ass plate mail that I had grabbed with Mr. Pigeon in the bedchambers to Murdoch, and it's not much, sadly, but it's definitely better than what you currently have.
Yes, thank you. This'll do just fine, Marcus. Thank you.
And we had given him a battle axe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him my short sword as well, because I now have this warhammer, so I'm good for a one hand.
Sure. Yeah, he'll slip that onto
Yeah,
his
just so
onto
that's
his
why
side
he's
belt.
he's genuinely armed if there's ever a situation in which like he loses his fucking battle axe. I don't want him to just have to like start throwing hands.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna assemble all of his armor and put that on.
We definitely need to prevent any of the survivors from sending word back from Whittier to Southport. I think it is best if we make our way towards the docks and prepare. As long as you all are well off enough to be able to do so. Are you guys still bloody?
I am.
I'm not. But I am standing away from everybody, rubbing my head and squinting.
I'm low on magical energy, Marcus. I don't know how much more help I'll be.
We'll be alright.
I can't do much.
I believe in you.
Well, that's very helpful. I feel better already.
See? With our combined forces, we can do anything, right, Dandelion?
I mean, I can't put anyone to sleep right now. I don't think
That's bad news.
I can do that right now.
I can put them to sleep. I've got a hammer.
I
Different
didn't know
kind.
you could put people to sleep.
A very long sleep, young mister.
Yeah, like you did the other day.
Uh-huh.
Or earlier.
Yes.
Is that today?
Yeah, it was
today.
probably
Yesterday.
after midnight.
Like you did last night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, ideally, we're able to
As long as
assess the situation first.
As long as we're quiet about
We'll
it,
have
that'll probably be
assistance.
fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have assistance from the town guard, yes?
For back in Southport, I mean here, there are individuals that might be on the small docks that I expect them to have to be able to ferry things back to Southport. And we intend to steal one of their ships and permit, well, we have to go collect Eudoro.
We do. You're right.
So we'll need to make sure that we skirt outside the town and try to find an entrance. Colbane,
Yes.
is there an easy access to the docks that does not require us to go through the walls once more?
Oh yes. The docks are a ways
Further
away.
east?
Yes.
Very good.
You can circle back and gather your friend and then make your way through the forest. I can lead you.
How long of a journey by foot?
Only 30 minutes or so.
Very good. Yes. We can collect Eudoro. It's literally like just first light, effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel shitty in asking, like, are they usually very present in the morning?
Just the wall guards, but no, they've really no reason to
Rush.
wake at dawn's first light. That's
Very good.
they control all the aspects of the town. They will not be awake for a few hours at most. They drink late into the night, as you saw.
Can give us time to get Eudoro, send word back through Eudora to Sheila and inform them that we will be arriving at night. It's about a half a day or so sailing back, correct?
Yes.
We made about a half a day journey here on foot. I would imagine it's about the same amount of time.
Yes, favorable winds.
Very good. We can inform Sheila that we intend to assault the docks at evening and then join them for the raid on the gambling halls after. Go team. Thank you, Dandelion. I'm going to go get Eudora.
Yeah, you guys begin walking. Is there anything that anybody wants to talk about character to character as you guys are walking back through the forest, or to any of the NPCs that you have with you?
I'd like to apologize to Mr. Pigeon.
I will keep a healthy distance.
I'm gonna keep up with him.
Okay. You're just gonna. So you're basically chasing Mr. Pigeon.
I'm sorry!
Zach,
I'm gonna
I
try
won't
to-
run, but I will try to maintain a distance.
Sure.
I'm going to
Yeah.
observe this interaction.
I want to try to give him a rock.
A rock.
Yeah, from my backpack.
I'm gonna take the rock and I'm gonna fucking hurl it. As I rub my head.
Maybe you'll think twice about not drinking your milk next time, Mr. Pigeon.
Just gonna look around. See if anybody else do this.
I mean,
Anyone help me?
I mean, I'm definitely paying attention.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna look around. Like, does anyone else see this?
I'll help
That's
him.
it.
I don't know what's going on, but I'll help him.
Shay, what are they doing?
It's an argument about milk.
That makes sense.
Milk is a very divisive topic. But they'll be fine. If anything, Mr. Pigeon looks like he's had too much milk. Please, no more milk. You became a very small thing in the tree. I was a bit far away, but I could see that there was...
I think everything else became really big.
No, you were definitely small.
You were
I don't
small.
think so.
You'd be wrong. The
I
rest of us
watched
saw
you.
you get small.
I saw you get big.
That is one person. This is multiple people.
I don't understand your argument.
That's okay.
It's kind of like the milk thing, Shay. There are things that are better left up to the person to just simply have their milk or not. It was very nice. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Did it feel strange?
No. Why would it?
Good. It's good to know.
You didn't feel any different?
I mean, everything else is big.
Other than that.
No.
No, like drowsiness or
I mean, I
upset
can't.
stomach.
Nausea. Indigestion.
Always indigestion.
Well, it's good though that it didn't hurt you.
No.
Very good. She said you were of a strange place.
I mean, it depends on what you think strange is.
You're very small.
I think this is a pretty strange place.
Yes.
In what ways?
It's nothing like where I live.
Yes.
Feywilds.
What?
Feywild. That's where you're from, right?
Would I know the name?
Yeah, I'd say that you would know.
Yes. That's where I came from.
I don't know that you would fully perceive that it's like
A different
a
place.
different place, just that this isn't that. But I don't know that you would know that, like, the difference. You definitely wouldn't know that this is like a different plane.
It's a different place, like Lakemount isn't Southport.
Right. Yeah.
But like, what? Would I know that it's called the Feywild? Like, I wouldn't call it the Feywilds. I'd call
no,
it
I think
home.
you would. I think you would have heard it
Okay.
said though.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, I guess. It looks like that tree. The one side, not the other side. That's the scary side. That
Right.
one was cold.
Cold.
Yes. Stole color from my hand.
Saw that.
Mm.
Are you that small when you're at home?
Usually,
So this is different,
yes. Everything here is different.
including you.
Well, that's on purpose.
How do you mean?
Oberon did that. So I could find the mirror.
Made you bigger?
Yes.
No, poke Dandelion's forehead.
Mm-hmm. It
She
feels solid. Mm-hmm.
What kind of handshake is this?
It's just a check.
Shay, she's real.
I was making sure she was actually this big.
No, I'm
She
this
is.
big.
Here.
But there was here.
There was there.
And also here.
We could see there.
What?
So where are we right now? Are we walking or are we...
Where the fuck are we?
I did step out.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are walking. You're
We're
making
making
your
our
way
way.
back to go pick up Eudora.
We're walking. Okay. Maybe I can explain it once we're rested.
Alright. There, but here. But there.
And could see there,
Could see there.
but are here.
Are you mumbling to yourself, Shay?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll just turn to you and say, think of it like a window, almost,
Okay.
into somewhere else.
So like a normal window.
Not exactly.
Seen a cat.
We've seen a cat?
Snuffles. With
Oh
Val.
yeah.
Who's Snuffles?
With Val.
Yeah,
big
Val's
orange
cat.
Did you
tabby
really
cat.
dig through your notes?
I swear to God. I knew there was a cat somewhere.
It's been so long.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 3 different
Val-
Yeah,
cats.
yeah.
Oh, Snuffles. Yes, that's what I was like. Dude, 100%. We've seen a regular fucking size
Yeah, I
cat.
feel
Who
like
had a
I
cat?
definitely had the same
Dandelion's
feelings,
defense.
but I had no
Snuffles
clue
was a
where we saw
different
it.
color than Twig.
That's true.
And
yeah.
also doesn't look anything like Twig.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right though. He did have a
Problem
cat.
solved. Another case closed. Huh?
Also probably would not have heard in
Uh-huh.
my
In your face.
Yeah.
in my
Marcus.
face.
Mm,
So it's a window. Marcus, does this make any sense to you?
It's like a mirror.
Is it like a mirror?
No.
just gonna slowly blink.
Like the other side of a mirror. When you look in.
The other side of a mirror is typically not a mirror. It's usually
It could have been a doorway. I
some sort
didn't
of backing.
I think your mirror might be
touch it.
broken.
So it's like a window?
A window or a door. Just know that you could see it.
But
Or perhaps like a pond.
if you had a window right here, the other side of the
Yes.
window would also be
I think like a
here.
pond.
I think a pond is most appropriate.
Right.
Like a mirror.
But
But
the other
also-
side of the window isn't here.
Marcus,
The
I
other
need a
side
hand
of the window
analogy.
is somewhere else.
Well, if you look at your palm, you can see your palm, correct?
Yes.
You notice how there are lines in your hand.
Mm.
Each of those lines go to a certain part of your hand. They start at one point and end at another. It's kind of like a journey. I think that Twig, when she touched whatever it was, made possibly a very small but big journey, as she has very
I'm
small
not tall.
hands. Your dandelion. As she has very small hands and Twig has very big hands, the journey can be different size.
But she made a big journey.
Yes, because we were big to her, because she is so small.
Are you sure if you touched the tree, you wouldn't also get small?
I do not know what would happen to me, but I am not from the Feywild as you are.
Mr. Pigeon did not get small.
Yes, Mr. Pigeon touched the, as you called it, the cold side.
I
And
didn't
the
like
other
that
one,
side.
too.
That side tried to steal my color.
That's
What?
bad.
Like Mr. Pigeon.
Could you remind
Yes.
me? Did he only touch the? Did he touch both or only?
He touched
one?
both.
Both.
One at a time, though, not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
But he touched both sides. And he did not become small.
Yes. Again, Mr.
He also
Pigeon.
did not change color.
And he is not from the Feywild as you are. I'm imagining if that is how you are when you are there, that is your true nature. There are many forest spirits. That's why I tried to give you the best nature-related name that I could, amidst what I found you.
Is that not normal?
Oh no, it's very normal. I was born in the woods. That's why
So
my
your name is Marcus.
Sure.
He was found amongst moccasins. At birth. A whole squad of them.
That's why the
I
family
thought you
name is
lived on a
Shaw.
farm.
Yes, but we lived in the edge of the woods, right to the west. Well,
Wow.
south and west of here. This is why my people were sadly taken by the Crimson Dawn. But, yes, family name of Shaw.
Mr.
Yeah.
Pigeon was born amongst pigeons.
Yes?
Mm-hmm. Not along. Yep, not along thaumaturgy.
Twig was born amongst twigs.
Yes.
That
Pointing
makes
you.
a lot of sense.
Isn't it obvious?
Mm-hmm.
Whole squad of shays.
Not along.
Mm-hmm.
An army.
Litany of Rins.
Young
Fortunately
masters.
Yes.
A young master club.
They hated us because they ain't us.
Yeah, right?
He's got members only jackets with YMs on them.
But I think that when you touched that thing, the tree, it's not so much that it undid Lord Oberon's magic, because you are still as you are, as he made you. I think that you, as young Master Rin is indicating, if it is a door, walked through. A door can be open, and you can still see to the other side of the door. Just an opening. Or like a gate.
It seemed that way for Dandelion, but a
Yes.
window for us.
Yes. So I imagine for me, if I had touched it, it simply would have given me some kind of brief sensation of warmth or comfort, but I would have not changed, as there is nothing in me of the Feywild.
It felt like home.
And that is what is important, and it is good to know that there are ways that we can hopefully get you home when we find the mirror for you.
It sounds
Okay, I have
like
to
Twig
find the
has to go
mirror.
there anyways.
Yes.
Eventually.
Yes.
It's very nice there.
The tattoos that are on Twig are just like you said, vine-like tribal, stuff like that.
Mhm.
There's no indications of them actually unifying to form a language or a pattern.
Not that you can say no.
Sure. About anybody else?
No.
Damn it!
Not that I've thought of yet.
Because I speak Druidic.
Since we
I'll get
are
back
on
to
the
you.
topic of
Secret
Twig,
language.
since we're on the topic of Twig, I will turn towards her and Guardian, if I may. How are you feeling?
Feel fine. No different.
Your fur is kind of.
As she answers, I will
floaty.
approach her and lift one of her arms to observe the tattoos.
I will rip my arm away, and I'll lift my arm myself. I'll let you look.
I think he wants a tabaxi handshake.
I don't. I do not. Please. I just want to look. And I'm gonna look at the tattoos. I mean, I'm assuming they're the same pattern that Harold had.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they? I'm assuming that you said they were white.
Yes, they're white. Yep, white
Are they
vines.
glowing?
No, they're not glowing.
Do
Question.
they form? You said they don't form a language, but they form like a pattern. Do they look like branches? Do they look like vines?
They do look like
Well,
vines,
they-
yes.
They look like vines.
Yeah, they're like wrapping around her fingers, down her arm, just across her entire body.
Do they
pretty
just
much, yeah,
continue to
across her
go
face.
like underneath her clothes and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You should inspect those further. They're,
In
I mean, I
private.
don't have to tell you, they're not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Harrowell called the flower the flower of Lathander.
Yes.
We have the instances in which we've been calling them storm flowers because that is what Twig's people called them, correct? She did not, when she called it a storm flower, repeat or reiterate like she knew storm flower as a name for it.
No.
Okay. Twig, your tribe, your island, did you have a name?
Well, our clan was the Tangled Vines.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well,
I will audibly say as I'm tracing the vines in her arms.
Thank you for that one. That worked out very well.
and did your island have a name?
No. We just lived there.
All right.
We shared it with another clan, but we were separated.
Of Tabaxi?
Yes.
Did that clan also have a name? Did it?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
have to look on.
Like
I'm
the
sorry, what did you say
sharks-
your clan name was?
Sharks of the Jets,
The Tangled Vines.
right? just Tabaxi West Side sounds so good. Beans. No! You must not read
The
from
Thundering Creeks.
Thundering Creeks, like Creaks?
EEKS.
E-E. Okay. It's like, I really hope it's related with water and not like a squeaky door. Because I'll slap you if you did that.
They got real bad floorboards there.
The
They're
beans!
just
And you
sliding
said
the cookies
the
back and
Thundering
forth across
Creeks
the
are-
table.
Another
Sorry,
tribe
what?
of Tabaxi that were on Twig's Island that were separated from them. Was there animosity or violence between the tribes?
No. We just didn't.
Do you want one?
I thought you were going to.
I would never.
See how he lifted it, Lawrence?
Would
Do you see
never.
that? How you lift?
You said
What
you
was
guys
that?
didn't fight, but
We just didn't really interact.
okay. Did they look as you look?
I mean, there's variations, but yeah, we're all.
In fur color and
Tabaxi.
such?
Yeah.
Did they also have a leader, as you have a queen? Perhaps like
Yeah, I guess so.
the Vine Slayer or something? Like fuck yo flower.exe,
Ooh, I like that one.
right? That's a hip hop motherfucker right there, dude.
Oh, she gets a jacket if that's it.
So no animosity, separated.
Yes. So the leader of the other Tabaxi clan is Leaf on the Water.
I'm digging these names.
Mm-hmm.
Tabaxi names are cool.
Mm-hmm. Still so sad about Jerky's fucking real name, dude.
Hashtag still salty.
Right?
Can't use cloud steps in the city. So, if any part of Twig's legs are visible, I will also look and see if there's vines there or tattoos or anything.
Yes. There are tattoos tracing down her legs as well.
I'm tracing them, but I'm not touching Twig.
Don't want a handshake.
Fuck, did we see it?
The previous guardian said you would know where to go. Do you know where to go?
I mean, she told me I would see it in my dreams or visions. I haven't seen anything.
So you will need to sleep then.
Probably, yeah.
I think she probably needs to sleep anyway.
It has been a long day.
Mm.
And it does not sound like it is over.
No, sadly it is not.
Where did we leave Eudora?
We left him with the cart right outside.
Like, where's-
Yeah.
With like
a
2
mile
bedrolls
out.
and like, I don't know,
Correct.
random shit.
Yeah.
Beard smoker. Some blacksmith's gloves. Balloon animal.
offerings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So there's nothing out of the ordinary on her legs. It's just more vine-like tattoos.
Yep, more of these vine tracings.
Marcus, why were
Yes.
your people in the mountain?
They were stolen from our home. And my family was killed. I'm imagining that those I found are the only ones remaining alive.
Why would someone steal people?
There were many valuable things inside the mountain. I do not know whether or not they intended to use them for mining or other labor. My people are hardworking. We provided for ourselves almost exclusively. And it is something that I still have been asking myself every night when I sleep. Why peaceful people such as we should deserve to be taken and slaughtered in the fields. And I do not want to know what horrible answer lays on the other end, and why they would desecrate our honor of Shantea. However, there is one thing I can think of. Did we know whether or not the name Kenmare had a meaning for the town?
I don't think you were given one, no. And I don't think you knew.
Is it in a language that anybody would know if it has a meaning associated with it?
No. No.
Marcus,
Yes.
who attacked your people?
I don't know, I was not home. I had left to go to the capital city in Arbor to request military aid. My father continually protected us from bandit raids from the Crimson Dawn over the years, but as he aged, he grew weary and his injuries began to accumulate. Eventually, he lost his leg and his sword hand. Well, since my father left his military service in Fjordan and did so in a way that upset the people to protect Goldview, requested military aid and was denied. Since we sat on the border with Arbor, I thought, if there is no alternative, better to at least have the opportunity to possibly strike a deal with Arbor on behalf of Goldview. But I met with a duke who turned me away, and my request was denied. And when I returned, the village was sacked, the buildings were burned, the statue of Shantia and the sacred tree was removed, and my mother and father were murdered in the fields.
What type of wounds did they have, Marcus? I don't mean to pry, but... or bring up bad memories.
Did you ask what kind of wounds they had?
Yes, what kind of wounds they had?
My father was tortured and beaten and tied to a stake and burned, as was my mother.
Pet.
And you said it was the statue of Shantia?
Correct. Chauntea. So I left Goldview and found Dandelion.
And then boarded my carriage.
Yes. And now we are here. So I do not know how long ago Goldview was burned. I was gone for a few weeks. Things were...
Would you permit me on a history roll on what cultures or people would burn those at the stake and torture them?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, you can make the history roll, and depending on what that is, I'll get back to you on what information you would have about that.
I would imagine it would be a way of desecrating my father for the years
Absolutely.
of fucking trouble he gave them with
Yeah.
killing so many
Well,
of them.
it's a 1 on the die, but it's a 5.
You know
That's
nothing.
that's a nat 1.
Yeah,
It's a 5.
you know that certain cultures do it, but not enough to pinpoint any particular one at all, or really
Well, I know
remember.
I know it's
Yeah.
not tabaxi, right? Like,
Yeah,
I have
Yeah.
a general idea.
yeah.
With the nat one, do you know
Okay.
it's not tabaxi?
I don't.
It's definitely tobacco.
That's the first one I've seen. Okay. Sorry, Marcus, I didn't mean to pry, but
No, it is not something that I should avoid.
pat Marcus on the back. Thank you.
Of course.
I'll make sure your people are well taken care of.
Thank you. On that matter, I am wondering. We have seen in Kenmare the sigil for Talos, god of storms. And we now have, as we've already indicated once before, a storm flower for Twig's people. The islands to the north are literally called the Isle of Storms. The place where the Aquaman hail from.
Yes, they are the Aquaman.
God damn it, man.
I don't know if they would tie up and burn people, but
No, I mean in association with their warring natures. And I wonder whether or not the reason that the Thundering Creeks were separated from the Tangled Vines. They may not have shown you hostilities, but they might have in the past with your people, as a reason for there being a separation.
It is odd.
Yes.
Separation without violence
Yes.
isn't typical.
Yes. And it is still concerning to me that Twig's queen harbors the people near this flower, when we now have learned that this flower is, I suppose you could say, a corrupted or tainted source of magic. I am now concerned for Twig's people.
Well, my queen would never do anything. My queen's done everything for us.
Yes. Absolutely. I worry, though, that other people might want to take that flower when they know that that flower exists. I do not know whether or not Goldview was sacked because we held something within. I do not want the same for your home. And to that extent, the same to you, Dandelion. The mirror must not be a thing that we so loudly announce. I do not want people to look into the mirror and find a way to the Feywild. We do not want anything to happen to Master Oberon, correct?
Master Oberon is very strong.
As I'm sure he is.
He's not even the strongest.
That's terrifying.
Who is?
Dandelion, of course.
I'm very strong.
Remember how she opened those barrels with the crowbar?
Yes, a very useful tool.
Incredibly strong.
I don't think I gave you the crowbar back yet.
I don't fucking know.
I've just
Do
been
you
carrying
want
this
it?
crowbar
Yeah,
around.
dude, if you just want it,
You
you
literally
got it.
just used your weight.
like
You
a
just
fucking candy cane, dude.
like
you know, paint
jump
it.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a
who is stronger
Christmas elf.
than Oberon? Dandelion.
The queen.
You have a queen.
Titania?
Oh. What a lovely name.
She's very beautiful. She's very scary.
Why is she scary?
She's very strong. She's big. Oberon's big too.
Like twig big? Just point.
No, like very, very big.
Like
To be fair, when
Bigger than
Dandelion
Twig?
is at home, she's very small.
she's small now.
Yes, but you saw her when she touched the tree.
I get the feeling that everybody shrinks when they go to the Feywild.
No.
No?
When you touched the tree, were any of us as big as Master Oberon?
Twig, maybe?
So he's twig big.
He's pretty big. I think.
So he is twig big.
Definitely
so.
twig big. He's a big twig.
They're very strong. That's why I have to find the mirror. Before anyone finds out
Finds out what?
that it's missing.
But you've told us that it's missing.
Don't tell anyone that it's missing.
But you won't have found it before anyone else found out.
Titania doesn't know it's missing.
Understood. I'll try not to tell her.
That would be really bad if she found out. She would get very angry.
And Oberon gave you no clues as to where it might be?
He said it was here.
Here. Like,
Here.
that's not
Here.
very specific.
Here?
Shay,
It's-
the conversation we had earlier, here,
It's here.
not there.
Oh, that really narrows it down. That's very helpful.
It was taken by
I'm
someone.
sorry.
What was that?
It was taken by someone.
It didn't walk away on its own.
No.
Oh, that's
No, it
refreshing.
was stolen. But I haven't seen anyone. I did mean to ask. Have I met someone who meets this description?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. Someone was a little close, and I didn't think that was on purpose.
Yeah, no.
But
How long have we been walking?
About 20 minutes. You're getting close.
Is Mr. Pigeon still away from the group?
No. I just would be keeping a distance when Twig was approaching.
just like walk a little
Not,
faster.
not like an enormous distance, just like I know what you're gonna do.
You're like dipping around the trees.
Do you still have a smudge on your forehead?
I guess I would, yeah, because I would have spent the majority of the time just disgruntled rubbing my head. I have not fixed it yet. I will before we get to the town, as we get closer.
Yeah, like your poof.
What color is the skin underneath this smudge?
Pale.
It's as white as the makeup.
Yeah, no, not like that pale. Just like on the paler side. Probably from years of not getting sun.
You get like the weirdest sunburn.
Yeah, really.
Twig, do your people worship anything?
My queen's done everything for us. No one else has, so queen's all we need.
Do your people have any kind of symbol for your queen? No sigil to wear or show?
She gave me her daggers. But everyone's really close with the queen.
Do you only ever call her the queen?
Call her the queen or Queen Clover, but
Clover?
we don't typically call her by her full name.
What is her full name again?
Fields of Clover.
Twig, may I see those daggers?
I'll hold them up.
I'll describe
I'll
them.
extend my hands.
I'll hand you one. You can.
Okay. I'll take a look at the right or left dagger.
You can describe them if you want to. Otherwise, I will. It's up to you.
Did you give me a description? I thought you did.
Yeah, in
or
the
just
timeline.
This one, right? So they are silver, the handle, with purple gemstones embedded into them.
Along the steel?
Yeah,
along
the
the
back
hand.
half.
On the handle.
Yeah.
Okay. And ordinary, I'm assuming it looks like ordinary steel for the blade?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I know anything about these gems?
Yeah, I mean, they look like amethyst to you.
Sure it's not topaz? Okay. Alright, yeah, no, I'll observe it and I'll hand it back.
Yeah, they're
Very
beautifully
lovely.
kept. They're very very like polished and well kept. They they look old, but in fantastic shape.
They're well forged. I'll hand her the blade back.
I'll shake it back.
You said the queen's name was, I'm sorry, the Gilded... Was it Gilded?
What was it?
The queen's name, I'm sorry.
It's Fields of Clover.
Fields of Clover.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm good. I don't know if anybody else had anything else they wanted to talk about before we get to Eudora.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, so you guys walk up to Eudora, who looks to be asleep in the front of the cart, just snoring, sitting at the front, arms crossed.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to wake him up? You went right to attack, and I got very concerned. I saw a click on actions, and I saw a scroll down to attack.
No. I meant to click
Gonna hit him with
spells.
the crowbar.
Oh, no, I can't click anything.
His prize eyes open.
Good morning, motherfucker! My knees!
Wakey,
His
wakey.
My leggies.
I'm going to cast Silent Image. And...
That would be really helpful for waking him up.
No, it's fine. I got it. It's fine. What's his surroundings? Like, where is he sitting right now?
Like on the front of the cart.
On the front of the cart. Are
Yeah.
there any, like, trees?
Yeah, you're in a
nearby?
forest. There's a lot of trees.
I'm gonna put a tree right in front of him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go behind him and go under the cart and just like tap the bottom of the cart with the crowbar. really fast. Just
Yeah, so he just like stirs and then opens his eyes and sees the tree. Whoo! And kind of like reaches for the reins and then realizes that he's not moving and looks around and sees all of you standing there. Good morning.
Good morning, Eudora. Simple task.
Sure.
You said you're able to communicate directly to Sheila?
Yes.
Very good. If you could simply please provide for her the message that we will be slightly delayed and that we will be arriving at the docks back in Southport this evening. A little bit behind schedule. And that we will, after sieging the docks, join her for the gambling halls.
All right. Yes. Sure. He steps out of the cart and he watches. He pulls out some materials and begins to trace a sigil in the air. Closes his eyes and kind of mutters slightly to himself and opens his eyes back up. And to simplify the message a little bit, but she'll get it.
Thank you.
Of course.
If you don't mind directing the caravan with Colbane guiding you, we're going to be heading east through the forest toward the docks here outside.
Sure. Yes. Hop on in.
I figure we can take a brief moment to relax, have some food and rest before this next leg of the journey, and then after we siege the docks, permit Colbane, Eudora, and their maintenance of the boat, and hopefully sleep on the ship as we make our way back to Southport.
Sounds like a plan.
Very good. It's good for me.
Cool. Yeah. So you guys all hop aboard the carriage, and Eudora cracks the reins, and you guys begin slowly crackling through this forest on your way towards the docks. You may all take a short rest as you are en route, because it'll take enough time to qualify as a short rest.
Very good.
So feel free to do that. As you guys make your way there, you are now sitting as you make your way to towards the docks at the edge of this forest, at the top of a slight incline, not like a mountain, but just a hill at the edge of this forest. And you can see that it cascades down and becomes, turns into sand from the dirt that it is originally, and cascades out into the open, deep blue waters of the ocean. You can see that there are two sets of docks that extend out slightly and then extend horizontally with
connecting,
parallel with the beach.
Gotcha.
So that way there's different ways for things to be loaded and unloaded onto the ships. And you can see that there are two fairly large sized, not quite galleon size, but one step below that, ships sitting, and you can see that there are some people moving about. I will let you guys strategize as to what your plan of attack is. I will say that you do see on the ship, they are standard with sails and the crow's nest and things. You also do see that there are cannons mounted on the side of both of these ships.
Cannons, you say?
There are cannons, but I'll let you guys strategize what you want to do before I set up the map, because that matters for what you want to do.
I am not the most equipped to do any kind of scouting work.
I can.
Very good. Certainly. So, with where we're approaching, you said we're on a slight elevation, like a hill, and it slowly steeps down?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're hidden in the tree line, like a couple
at the height of
trees
the hills.
deep.
Sure.
Where you can see out onto the water, but nothing would be able to see you from where you are.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I would want to probably initially observe for a few moments and just try to gather and collect, counting individuals who are moving. Try to ascertain a quantity of people before we send young master in for scouting purposes.
Sure. So you can see that there are people walking back and forth across the lower portions of the dock, loading boxes onto the ship and off of the one ship, moving things between the two. There appears to be, as you kind of look and count everybody, you spot one sitting up in the crow's nest of the one ship, the other being empty. You see a few men on the actual dock of the ship that are reasonably armored. Nothing, they just have like studded leather armor, same as the other members of the Crimson Dawn that you've seen. You see one that looks to be the captain of the ship standing, ordering people around. In total, you count 7 total men, one of them in robes, looking at charts.
See you on the ship?
Yes.
End to end, horizontally dock. About how long? Because it would go 1 to 1 and then stretch out from.
So
each side.
so if you have like shoreline here, you have out, and then one that's parallel with it, stretching like the length of the beach.
Okay. How long beach then? Big beach, small beach?
It's like medium beach.
Medium beach?
Medium beach.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like huge. You're in kind of like a small cove.
Sure.
Almost.
Yeah.
So that way the ships are kind of like hidden from view from things that are coming and going in and out of Southport.
And from where we are standing, how far down until we reach where they are? I get that it's not like a cliff, but it's going to be a gradual decline.
So down this hill, you can see that there are like several rocks and smaller trees that are kind of sticking out. I'd say it's about 100 feet from the trees to the shoreline where the docks are. But there's definitely things that you could kind of strategically hide behind as you make your way towards the actual docks.
Scurrying from one bush to another.
Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank.
I can use this boomerang.
Yes, you can. Are any of you good at swimming?
Is that athletic?
Maybe.
There's only one way to find out.
I've never done that before.
I'm gonna go with a no.
Taking swimming lessons? I mean,
That would, I hopefully classify you as good at swimming.
She didn't say they were successful.
it's been a long time.
It's true. There is one in the crow's nest, and there is a figure in robes. Are you able to again become invisible?
Yeah, you've used them all.
Beautiful.
You mean to have one of us sneak onto the boat?
I mean to have many of you sneak onto the boat.
I think I could manage somehow.
Very good. 2.
I could probably just sneak.
Yes. Master Rin, you said you're mostly tapped of your magical energy.
I am.
Would you
I've
prefer
recovered
to,
some.
would you prefer to fight hand to hand next to me or maintain distance up here at an elevation?
Can stand with you.
Okay. You're able to close great distances quickly. Very good. And cats do always land on their feet. How high's that fucking crow's nest on? 15, 20 feet up from the...
It's crow's nest height.
Like small, medium crow's nest?
Uh,
Is that like
It's a
15?
sizable boat.
About nest height.
Yeah, like I would
Definitely
say
nest
probably 15 feet, like 20 feet max.
my God, it says
Say-
that a crow's nest is 30 meters, which is 100 feet. Oh my
Oh
God.
shit! I was way off.
I don't
That's
think
30
that's-
feet.
Well, we're not having you jump back down then.
I'm gonna say that that's not how high it is.
Did
I'm
you
gonna
say it's a smaller boat?
Yeah, let's go with like half. that.
yeah, I'll say that it's like 50 feet in height.
Okay, still not jumpable.
Yeah, still not jumpable.
But
Maybe Shrek can
climbable
help.
in one round for it.
Climbable in one round. Actually, because I want that to happen, I'm gonna say that it's like if jumping down and kind of like sliding along the ropes. I'll say that it's jumpable. Just because I want that to happen.
Good.
And I
Okay.
don't really care
Yeah,
about
no.
the logistics of crow's nest type. I just want.
Yeah, I mean,
Twig
there's also
to-
going to be like hanging
Yeah,
ropes
I
from
want
the
Twig
sails
to
and things like
acrobat
that.
down.
Yes, that's
from
genuinely
crow's
what
nest.
I'm.
Yeah.
We have an acrobat. I want
Yes.
the acrobat to get to do a dope acrobat
Yes.
thing.
Can we see people like close? Not like get close. Like, do we? How far away was the boat?
100 feet.
100 feet.
Is that? I don't know how. No, that's probably too far to really get a good look at somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like, stature-wise, they look to be the same as the other people that you fought already, but, like, looking for a specific person or something.
Yeah, no, I was trying
no.
to see if I could
Okay.
discern any features.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, I'll point at them, though, and then point at myself and kind of do, like,
Sure.
you know, wave my hands around myself.
Sneak. Directly. Sneak discreetly.
Discreetly would be best.
Yes, through the water.
Perhaps we could create some sort of distraction. Get them looking in a different direction.
I thought that Master Rin and I would be the distraction for you all to board the boat. Crow's nest, robed man, and let them ferry to young Master and I.
I
If
could be a pretty
needed.
good distraction.
Yes, I would rather you make sure that you assist the three of them in dealing with the threats on the boat.
Cannons on one boat?
Both.
Cannons on both boats?
Two boat. Two can.
The boat that we're talking about sneaking onto. Well, where are the cannons facing?
They're both on the sides, facing towards the beach and out on the water.
Down in the side or up on the deck?
On the deck.
Good.
Yeah. Yes. Young Master and I, if needed, can reascend the hillside.
Yes.
And
Indeed.
Murdoch, Colbane, and Eudoro. Well, at least we'll look like we are a more imposing force at the front, yes?
Of course, yes.
As we ensure that the 4 of them are able to get onto the boats and deal with the things there.
How many people were on the boats that we could see?
7.
7.
They're moving.
Questionable.
Yeah, are the 7 people split between the 2 boats? And are there any of them that, like, they're moving?
Yeah.
So, like, are they moving between boats? Are they moving just between dock and boats?
So they're taking stuff like from one boat, moving it down, and then taking some stuff and putting it onto the other
Sure.
boat. So it's mostly concentrated on the one boat, but they are moving back and forth between the 2.
Sure.
But there's nobody like just chilling on the docks of or the deck of the other one.
Okay,
It's all focused on the one.
cool.
I will glare at Eudoro
Mm-hmm.
and say, surely you won't make your magical talents wasted here, right? You'll provide support.
Can support a little bit. I'm not much of a fighter, but I will do what I can, of course, to help.
Yes, it simply matters that you are present with us and that we look imposing.
Of
Are
course.
there any downed trees in the area?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there are some that are like leaning on other ones, and one that's fallen over completely.
Very good. Eudora, are you able to make fire?
I am, yes.
Beautiful. Well, I will see you all on the other side. We will make a diversion. Try to draw their attention to us. When you all are safely in the water, ascend the boat as their attention comes to us. Whoever remains on the boat, they're yours to deal with. Young Master and the others. We will do our best to draw them west, split them, flank them, and meet in the middle.
Which way is west?
Where we are.
Got it.
Your goal is to make it back to me.
So run over there and then run back.
Run over there, assist your friends in dealing with any of the enemies on the boat. The figure in robes and the figure in the crow's nest. I think ideally Twig is best suited for the crow's nest. And the others best suited with the man in robes. And then the other 5 of us will try to slowly draw them out to us in the west. They will ideally have to either run to solve our problem, or they will watch their dock burn.
While he's explaining the plan, I'm gonna dip my swords in this acid satchel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it will do, but
Sure.
just in case.
Hmm?
And if it doesn't look like there's enough left over in the acid satchel, I'll use some of this aptly named purple goop.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I called it.
One of these just like dip. Oh, there's not enough. This'll work.
Fuck.
Yeah, so that'll add a D4
Mr. Pigeon,
poison damage.
are
Seem
you
like
able
there's
to
any
once
left.
more provide
yes.
stealth for
Satchel.
them?
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
I'll give
A little bit on each.
an uncertain shake and
One.
yeah, hold up one finger.
I think it is your decision. I believe all of you will be able to ideally successfully sneak through the water. If need be, if you would rather use that magic for something else, I can provide a more extensive distraction to draw their ire.
Yeah, I'll nod at that.
Understood.
What do you mean? And I'll tap my horn.
Yes, you can absolutely use the horn to announce
The
our
old-
presence.
Doop doop.
But what did you mean?
I meant that I was going to push down a flaming tree trunk with Murdoch and light their dock on fire.
That's better.
I have many casks of oil for a reason.
Also, maybe something from the ocean won't attack me.
Yes.
God,
why?
Announce the flaming tree with a resounding doot doot.
Actually, it'll sound like a war horn.
Yeah, no,
So-
absolutely. Like the grander the distraction I perceive, the better to get the four of them discreetly into the water some distance up to the north. Have them go out like 30, 40 feet from the water as we start to see them swimming. That's when I would start to make the distraction.
We're doing both.
Yeah, 100%.
We're doing both.
Fuck yes. Good. We're gonna do that.
All right.
You wanna set shit up?
Yep. Very good, friends. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break as I set up the map.
Intermission.
Wait, no.
Goodbye, Paul.
Oh,
Goodbye, Paul.
Fisher-Price vote.
And we're back.
Really centered on the boat corner.
I got it.
Just the camera.
I got it.
Oh, baby.
Just nice tight shot on that boat corner.
Dude, just
Oh,
like
nice.
really appreciate the anchor.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the big
that's
purple
the that's the
portal.
boat.
That's
That's
the
the boat, Paul. Remember the last time we were on
Just
this
twist it,
boat?
sir.
There's
Yeah.
two. One's
Good
focused
time.
and the other is.
Nope. I got it.
Yep, got it.
Just wait until you stood up to
Take
get
it
it.
all the way out.
As far as it goes.
Yeah.
That's
Can I
fine.
tilt it down?
You can, yeah.
I have no idea where I am.
We're off screen.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh,
Okay.
it bounced back up.
Yeah,
That's
because
fine.
you gotta lose. Just leave it, or I'll do it. It's fine.
It's this.
Yeah.
I got it. You can start doing your descriptions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait for me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, hold on. I'm gonna switch the lens. We don't really need the zoom lens, but we need to see the full battlefield. So let me
Mhm.
just.
Yeah, never mind.
Where is Dandelion?
She's
You over here swimming with
yeah,
us?
she's over with you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
Put her over here in the water.
yeah,
Oh, you guys are all the way
yeah.
over there already?
You got yeah. He's just having you guys get there effectively because it's gonna be like,
Instead
hey, we're
of
gonna
multiple turns walking toward water.
do yes.
just go real wide. It's nice and slow.
Yep.
I didn't realize we were all the way over there.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait until Paul and I just get railed by cannon fire.
Yo, chill. Chill. He crits me. Okay.
Yeah, see, my spell slot will be really good if someone gets hit with a cannonball.
Yep. Just obliterated, dude.
Dude, come on, man.
Cure wounds can fix that, right?
My AC's insane.
See if we
He
can't
just
lose
rolls like a
Colbane's other
nut.
hand.
I don't know, dude. It might be dex saves because it's an area of effect thing. I feel like
That's
we'll be
better.
alright.
That's so much better.
Right? Not for me. I'll
I
fucking
already
die.
not wanted tonight. I'm good.
Yeah.
This is why we have two lenses.
Right? Very good.
You
Ugh.
can get those lights, Nick.
Yeah.
Don, I'm really liking the hair pulled back.
Thank
Right?
you.
Next time mine's is that long.
Gives
we'll
you
just
something to
pull it
hold, right,
together.
Paul?
I did not hear what John said.
It's for the best.
It's for the best.
Shit.
You can imagine, I'm sure.
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. It's basically just use your imagination.
You mean Tony Danza?
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys are standing right out of the tree line as the rest of your friends have made their way along this tree line of this cove, around and back over to the side of the water, and started swimming their way off the sides of the dock around the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is where you guys are standing. So all of this stuff will take place out of the combat proper.
Yep.
As you guys make your plan and your distraction, and then we'll roll initiative when we really get into it.
Yeah. I
We should
mean,
have talked about this in that big break, but our plan was to wait for the signal, right? We
Correct.
went into the water knowing
Yep.
that. Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
yep. Yeah.
We just charge.
Fuck!
But as for the people that you can see that the captain figure is standing with the robed figure, looking at some charts and directing people around on the dock or the deck of the ship. There are two people standing up by the two cannons on the deck on the one side. You see one person up in the crow's nest at the top, and then two people down on the dock moving boxes and things around.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, I mean... well, I'm gonna get with Murdoch and start pushing my big fucking tree trunk forward.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take the two tree trunks and put them in front of us? And I'm gonna start fucking, as long as these are dry tree
Yep.
trunks, I'm gonna start soaking them in fucking oil.
Yep, you
I guess it's not
you cut
fun.
some little strips into the wood and just start
Mhm.
soaking oil onto the
Mhm.
inside, so it
Oh,
really
yeah.
fucking burns.
Oh, yeah.
Because you would know, having done controlled burns for things in your home, you would fully understand how to do this safely to get maximum flame on the inside of this log.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh, absolutely, young master.
I will deep inhale and prestidigitation a flame on the logs and
That was not what I said.
And a big creature comes out of the water and dives.
Just pushing toward it.
Oh, you're
I dash away. I dash away.
You're on your own. I see how it is. Oh my god. Alright.
Yes.
What was that?
The Kraken, dude. The straight up fucking Kraken.
Get that. What? That, first of all, it looks great.
Right?
Second of all, get that the fuck out of my view.
Yeah, once the horn is blown, like, as long as there are, leaves and other things in the area, like, I would pick up a bundle and throw them into the flames in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And start to slowly, with Murdoch,
Yep.
push
Yeah. So.
this log forward.
Yeah, you soak the log in this this
up?
oil,
Thank you.
and Ren looks towards it, ignites it, pulls out the horn, and blows this horn, and you guys just get at the top of the hill and start shoving this log down towards the dock.
Yep.
How
And-
quickly is it going?
I mean, it's moving pretty good because it goes from dirt to sand, and you have gravity in your favor. So
Yeah.
How far should I push it?
I mean, you can get it pretty much like fairly close to where the dock is. Yeah, like I would
Like
say
that.
realistically, with the two of you down running, pushing that, it's fucking going.
Good. Yeah, no, that's my dash distance. And
Yep.
I can absolutely push something like this.
Yep.
So, that's me. That's Murdoch. Bye. Yeah, I mean, do they know, like, what is their reaction
they-
to the fucking horn and the fiery ram that's coming for their dock?
Yeah, so they absolutely notice. And you see the captain just like snap and point at the up at the two cannoneers and point at you as the two men begin moving their way. And we will roll initiative as we get into combat proper here.
Should we roll 2 or should we wait until we're in?
No, you can roll as well.
Fuck me, man. It's so bad.
To get like a 3 or something?
You're add 1.
Sounds like a 4.
On the die.
If I had to guess.
Guess we all would have been. If we were trying to be ready, we all would have been
Yeah.
ready to climb. Try and catch some of these cannon boys before they shoot the young master.
Please. I haven't.
Before they take his
Shoot me.
leggies.
I have to at least buff up.
Can't let him take Colbane's other hand.
Oh, that would be brutal.
Absolutely amazing. Just get hit directly in the hand.
Oh, kill it! Ah!
My good hand!
Oh, my strong hand. Just like scary movie. Take my good hand.
Paul, would you have moved any further forward as we were pushing the, like, timber down?
I would let the DM decide since I was lighting the fire and blowing the horn.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say the fire took you no effort, and you could absolutely run and blow this horn at the same time. So, should you want to move with your friends, charging behind them, absolutely you can do that.
I don't think I would run and blow the horn. That seems like hazardous. I don't want to trip.
Trip up the horn. You never run and blow.
Yeah, how good's your
never.
con? Running and
Shay
blowing horns?
understands.
Right?
Better have good
So I
lungs.
mean, if I can
can't do
move a
that.
distance, sure.
Yeah,
but
you
I
can.
wouldn't run and blow the
The
horn.
half
Sure.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
here?
Just stop 10 feet
Yeah, I'll
away.
put you. Yeah, I'll put you
Yeah.
slightly behind them.
Same
then.
for the others. Get in here, fucking Colbane.
Where's Eudora? Where is he? There he is.
Eudora's right behind you.
Good. He doesn't cast a goddamn spell.
All right, Marcus, what do you got?
14.
Dandelion,
9.
Rin,
7.
Shay,
17.
Mr. Pigeon,
21.
Twig.
13.
Right.
I don't suppose we get a surprise round since they didn't know that the signal was coming.
Yeah, I'll give you a surprise round because they don't know.
So the way that it would be is for them, the creatures would have surprised as a condition towards them. Once the creature has their turn, they lose surprise as a condition. For any of them that they're going before, they will have the benefit.
Sure, got it. Okay, cool. Yep, that works. Let me...
Is that what that does?
Surprised?
Yeah, I thought surprise just meant you don't act on your initiative in order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, period. Not like when it comes to your turn, you don't get a turn. You don't lose it. It's just you don't have a turn. Was what I thought. I could definitely be wrong.
No, surprise is like it comes to you, you're surprised, goes through, clears surprised condition at the end of your thing.
Gotcha.
So like, I don't care if the surprise thing is what's happening for while we're running.
Mm-hmm.
Just so this way it becomes significantly easier for you to manage. So like,
Sure.
us running and doing that shit is our first set of things, and give them the opportunity now, because like,
Yeah, that's probably...
it's going to be dramatically more difficult
Yeah.
for it to be, okay, this is their turn, now we're up here, now
Yeah.
we're moving, okay, well they're surprised to them, but not surprised to us.
Yeah, that'll be tough for sure.
Because, like, that management-wise, like, technically then they wouldn't be surprised at all. You guys would just be unseen attackers. Because they're not, like, creatures can't be, well... That's what's, like, so awkward, too, because the example typically is, like, if you're sneaking into a situation, some creatures can be surprised and other creatures, if they pass, like, their passive perception compared to your stealth, they're not surprised. So, like, it's a fucking nightmare to run.
All right. I've got everybody in order now.
Cool.
So first up, leading us off will be Mr. Pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. About how high is it to climb out of the water? Up to the, like, how tall does the ladder look?
It's only about 10 feet. The ship's sitting pretty low in the water.
Okay. And from where we are, do we see people move? We hear the horn. Do we see people moving around? Are there, like, people that look like they're on watch?
Yeah, so you can see that the captain is definitely looking as if he is beginning to want to move off of the ship at the front there. And the two at the cannons are kind of in the process of swiveling those into a spot to fire.
Okay, so it doesn't look like anyone's looking where we are.
No. Yeah, they're not remotely looking to you guys at all.
Cool. All right, I am going to climb on up. I slowly peek my head over and see what way looks clear. Is there like a hold? Like what's what do I?
Yeah, so you
there's
guys-
a captain's quarter like thing over here underneath this mast.
Okay.
There's nobody in there right now.
Sure. I am going to climb on up. Then could you slide? I can't see.
Mhm.
Wait. Is that it? Close.
Yep. Yeah, if you're trying to get behind the road person / captain.
I'm gonna duck into the doorway there.
Okay.
As I walk in, I want to eyeball that captain.
Yep.
But I want to try and sneak past without them seeing me. I just
Sure.
want to try and dip right into the door.
Yep.
And then if I do, when I get in, I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself and make myself look like that captain.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to stay in that room for the time being.
Cool. You got it. Next up is Eudoro, who is going to hurl a firebolt at the man closest on the dock.
Oh, actually, just kidding. My thing is a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to... oh, nope, just kidding. Moving it is.
Okay.
Yeah, just so this way it's easiest, I would probably just classify all of them as unseen and just
Yeah.
not worry about surprised.
Yeah.
Because that, like, genuinely will be a nightmare.
Yep. Yeah, that works. Yeah. So Eudoro is going to throw a firebolt at the man in front. That is going to hit for 2 points of damage to
One of these guys on the dock.
Yeah, one of those guys on the dock, so I'll classify that as dock person 1. Takes 2 points of damage as you see, Rin, from behind your head, a bolt of flame rockets past your face and strikes the man in the chest as he drops this barrel that he was holding and it shatters.
Can I have the rings?
In the chest.
Right there, in front. I'll just give me the whole thing.
Yeah, it's easier if you
Yep.
distribute it. Oh, fucking left hand.
Next up is the wizard,
Excuse me?
the robed person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Get him.
And call him number 2.
And he is going to firebolt back. He is going to aim for... he's going to shoot at Murdoch.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's going to be a 3, so that's going to sail wide as he, makes some arcane movements and hurls a bolt of fire off of the dock, off of the deck of the ship down towards you guys, pushing this log as it just singes in the sand behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have all this wonderful smoky cover.
Yep, yeah. Next up is Shay.
I'm gonna climb up and in. Can I reach Wizard Boy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gonna get stabbed. That's 21 to hit.
21 hits.
You guys have advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
19 damage.
Okay, 19 points of damage.
Correct.
To this wizard. As you deftly climb up the ladder, hop over the sides, and you just run up to this wizard and jam your dagger into the back of his...
Short sword.
Oh, short sword. Into his back as you see this poison just singe the edge of his cloak, and you just rip that back, and he just like screams out in pain and kind of looks behind him, unaware of where this pain has come from.
Mm-hmm. Other
Anything
sword. Nat 20.
Okay.
Another 19.
All right. Describe how you kill the wizard.
When he turns around, I'm gonna cut his head off.
Okay. Yeah. You stab him in the back, and he turns towards you, and you just slice his face off.
There's a big difference between head and face,
You
Don.
slice his head off.
You're fucking Nick Cage and your face off.
Head or face. This is important.
You slice his head off, but his face does kind of melt a little bit from the acid.
I love it.
Yep.
Very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's out of there.
One of his face.
Anything else?
No.
All right. Marcus, you're up.
Cool.
Wherever Wizard Boy is, he's gone.
Well, I'm gonna climb over these. Or no, it's easier to go around. How deep is this water in the front? Pretty shallow?
Yeah, it's shallow enough to walk.
Like, treadable?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll use my action to dash.
Yep.
Get up onto the front of the dock, adjacent to one of these guys. And I will simply draw the shield that I stole from inside.
Sure.
And just look at these two poor guys here on the dock and look at the captain in front of me. The one who is barking out orders and just had a wizard die next to him.
Yep.
And I will simply, I guess with my other loose hand, as a free item, or bonus, whatever you want to consume, so I'm not going to be able to attack anybody anyway. I'm just going to pull out a pair of manacles and just like let loose the second half of it and just shake the chain.
Just as it swings back
Yep.
and forth. Yep.
It's time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
All right. Next up is Colbane, who's going to use his movement to move up to the log next to Murdoch and just assist him in shoving that further towards the dock.
Sure.
One-handed.
One-handed, yeah.
Very good.
Next up is Twig.
How tall did you say that crow's nest was?
Crow's Nest is 50 feet up
Okay.
from the base of the ship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna climb
Mhm.
into the ship,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna start climbing that crow's nest.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use my dash.
Mm-hmm.
That's your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'm assuming you can make it.
well, no, I have to use my feline agility to get the rest of the way.
Gotcha.
And then
Then you definitely can make it.
Yeah.
You've made it.
Yeah. You're going 120.
There's where I go. And then I'm gonna stab him.
Mm-hmm.
Stab him off.
You have
So
advantage because
just-
you're unseen.
That's you.
24 to hit.
Yes, that most certainly hits.
Yeah.
Got him.
I would shove.
I'm gonna call that
That's a
person.
9.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
Did you sneak attack?
Okay, yes, you watch as Twig deftly
Sadly, low rolls.
jumps up the ladder onto the ship and makes her way scurrying up this this central pole, not really using the ladder, just kind of bouncing back and forth between the ropes of the ship and swinging her way up to the crow's nest, hopping over just right in front of this man and just stabbing him in the chest as you stand in front of him. Anything else?
No, I can't
All
do
right.
anything else.
Next up is the archer, whichever one you have labeled. It's the first archer, so the one with the big cannon there, is going to
Number 4.
swivel that towards our friends on the shore, towards the two wizardy boys at the back. And he is going to fire off a cannon shot at our friends.
Goodbye,
Not
Paul.
me, not me.
That is a 17 to hit.
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was firing it at you.
Are you gonna make me react, dude? You said it's a 17.
Yep.
All right, give me a second here.
Gotta decide if you want to get hit by this cannonball.
Well, he's gonna weigh the pros and cons.
I mean,
What's the worst that could happen?
6 scars.
Find out.
I
Be the second one-handed man here.
I will react and shield.
Okay. So it does not hit.
100%. Yeah. It
Okay.
will make my AC 17.
All
Or
right.
18, excuse me.
I was gonna say 17's still gonna catch you, buddy.
Don't do that.
18.
Yeah, so Hidoro is going to do the same, so that way it does not hit him.
Just the parashieldy boys.
Yeah, so the two of you, you throw your blade up and he throws his like staff up, and you guys redirect this into the ground, this cannonball. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
Motherfucker. What else do I have to do, Don? Huh? A wisdom? God damn
Probably
it, a
takes some
wisdom
damage.
Just suck it and tickle it, dude. Ugh.
dex save. So that's 15.
Okay.
Go, Eudora.
Eudora also passes. Yeah, so as you direct this into the ground, the two of you roll to the side as you do this, and you watch as the force of the cannonball striking the ground sends rubble up around you, but you are able to avoid that blast. Rubble, yeah.
Cursed word.
That is his turn. Next up is the captain, who is going to turn because his assistant has just been killed next to him, and is going to attack the person behind him.
Gonna shrug at him.
So he is going to...
Oh, you're just right up in there, huh?
Oh, yeah. I saw a wizard. And then I didn't see a wizard.
Yeah. So, you're in the room, or are you outside of the room?
No, I'm in the
so
room.
He's
because-
entirely in the
Got
room.
it. Okay, so yeah, the only person
I'm
that
the
he
target.
sees. Yeah, there's nobody else there. He has a thing where he can move and attack, but there's nobody else here, so he's not going to do that. Yeah, so he is going to swing his longsword towards you.
Depending on how far he can move with that, I am within, I believe, 30.
True.
I did just cut off the wizard's
Yeah, you
head.
did just cut off the wizard's head.
Whatever
That's-
you think makes more sense.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. For 9 points of slashing damage with his longsword, and
I'm bloodied.
he is going to then. So he as he's moving, he swings towards you and immediately dips back down, kind of backstepping down the gangplank of the ship towards Marcus.
Is that your way of telling me he cannot take an opportunity attack here?
Yes. Yeah, so he is going to then swing towards you with his longsword. That is a 16. All right.
Armored and shielded today, baby. I'm here for war.
And that is it for his turn.
Yeah, I would just deflect that shit with my shield and just shake the manacles once more at him.
Next up is the other cannon boy, who is going to... He is going to
I
turn...
mean, we have Murdoch and Colbane.
Yeah, so he is actually going to down towards you. He is going to...
I'll fucking accept that shit.
Not
Absolutely.
a cannon shot, but you can see there's a smaller grapple on the side of the cannon.
Cool.
He is going to attempt to hit you with this arrow and then restrain you.
Sure.
No, that's a 3 on the die, so certainly not.
Just
Yeah,
gonna shake the manacles. Hey,
You're under arrest.
right.
yeah. So you can see that this kind of bola shot goes wide and just sinks into the water with a pretty much like a large rope that's now sticking out of the water back up to the ship. That's his turn. Dandelion.
So I'm going to. You said it's 10 feet climbing to get onto the ship?
Yes.
And how much is it to get to the top of, the upper deck?
Here, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say another 10.
Another 10?
Yeah.
So I'm going to climb up,
Including moving over. You can make it up
I can
there.
make
Bam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam. Bam.
go up to there.
Ship not to scale.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bonus action hex this guy in front of me.
Just gonna stab him with the crowbar.
Ooh, definitely.
I have a dagger.
You have a crowbar.
Hit him in the chin with the crowbar.
I have Eldritch Blast, which I think does more damage than the crowbar.
Crowbar to the chin.
Yes, I'm going to cast hex on him. And
You're
then-
down low. You low blow him with the crowbar.
That's the back of his knees.
His leggies.
I think
His
I might
legs.
Eldritch Blast him.
You're than 5 feet, Sarah. Crowbar.
What would
Calls
Dandelion do?
It calls out, yeah, right?
Am I within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ship not to scale. I don't fucking know, man.
Am I within 5 feet?
If you want to be, sure. If you don't, that's fine.
Not really.
Then you can be more than 5 feet away if you'd like to Eldritch Blast. That's
I
fine.
would like to Eldritch Blast.
Throw
again,
the
ship
crowbar
not
from
to scale.
10 feet
I'm
away.
gonna do like
Is
2
that his
damage.
friend?
So?
So my Eldritch Blast does more
Like
than
a
You
that.
can dodge a
Boomerang.
crowbar. You can dodge
Just-
a blast.
Or I could stab him and knock him off the side of the ship.
Whatever you want to do.
Can I push him? How
Sure,
close
you
to
can
the edge is
shove.
he?
Yeah. You can try to shove.
I wanna
Oh,
push him.
Dandelion just got up here and is discussing with herself what to do.
Right?
Should I push him? Maybe I should stab him off the
It's a little
ship.
hard to tell with the
Ship not to
with the
scale.
ship not to
Yeah.
scale.
Yeah. Make a strength check.
Damn.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, if she's shoving, it's a shove. It's a specific action.
Oh, okay.
Yes, shove is a replacement. You're making an attack roll.
Which is still strength, right?
No, I mean, you can make it as a dexterity thing. Like, you're doing specifically shove. So if you look at shove, it says using the attack action, you can make a special thing. You do either strength, or you contest with athletics, and they contest with acrobatics or athletics. You're athletic, right?
No.
minus
Hers
one?
is strength.
It's fine. It's fine.
You hexed him. What did
I
you give him
hexed him.
disadvantage on?
Strength.
There you go.
Yeah. Or
He's an archer.
what did he?
He would choose athletics or acrobatics.
So he can do either.
Correct.
Dex. Yes, it would
Yes.
be Dex.
Correct.
Whew.
You're fine. He's fucking lying. You're gonna nat 20.
I didn't not 20, but
Damn it, dude. That was actually close, though.
it's a 16.
Yeah, no. The disadvantage roll, he rolled a natural 20, but on the first roll, he rolled a 7. Yeah, so you absolutely, you fucking shove him off into the water.
Do you take any fall damage on that side of the ship? Is it as shallow as it was when Marcus came up?
It's a little bit more because where the ship is actually sitting, so yeah, he doesn't take fall damage from that, but he is in the water.
And
with
he
none
no
of his
longer
stuff.
has a cannon.
Yeah, he doesn't have the cannon.
Now
anymore.
you have
Now
a cannon.
I have a cannon. I told him not.
Push the cannon out on top of
That's
it.
somehow worse? I feel like that's somehow worse with Dandelion.
Oh, young master.
No offense.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Well, I
Murdoch.
guess if I'm able to creep over and look at the cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Murdoch is gonna move up, and he's gonna dash up next to you.
Cool. Join me, brother.
And he, like a punching bag, to the manacles in the air, it's just gonna.
He's
to the
not
head.
able to get within 5 of me. He's able to get within 5 of the captain
With the edge of
guy.
his axe.
Sure.
He's gonna hit them in the air.
Feels very uncomfortable. Stop tickling my manacles.
Is that what we're going?
Next up is Rin. Damn it.
Oh my goodness, I got a turn. Okay, so if I'm seeing everything right, there is a dude down here, there's the captain, and then there's somebody in the crow's nest, and then the guy in the water. So there's 4 enemies that I can see, correct?
You got 1, 2, 3 enemies on the dock, crow's nest boy, and then guy in water.
And then
There's
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 a guy-
and
I
there's a
see
guy
that
there.
Oh, fuck, I didn't see that guy. Yes.
Yeah, there's 1 on the cannon, 1 in the water, 1 in the crow's nest, 3 on the dock.
One on the dock and the
Only
guy
I-
in the crow's nest
If
haven't
only
gone
I
yet,
didn't
right?
misty step because I'm a Tommy Tone toucher. I'm gonna bonus action blade song. I will move 40 feet towards the dock, so I should be able to get a space or 2 away from that barrel.
This one?
No, the other one. Because I have 40 feet.
That's not.
No, that's way longer.
Yeah, 40 gets you
Okay.
like here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's close enough. That's
Cool.
fine.
Bam. We'll give you that one.
And I will... Give me a second here. Yeah, I will firebolt the captain.
Yep. Go for it.
This fucking blue die is horrible. Alright, that's an 18. That's
That'll
gotta
hit.
hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. That is 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And I will conclude my turn.
All right. Next up is the first of the 2 dock workers.
Cool.
Does he need a thing?
Come flank me. No, he's ready.
Oh, okay, he's the one that.
Dockman 1.
Dockman 1. No relation to Shipman 1 from the previous campaign.
What about Shipman 2 though?
Yo, Shipman 2 with my shit.
Just wait till we get to Dockman 2.
So who is he?
Me.
Okay.
He can flank me. I am the person to hit.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Plus 2 to hit.
Plus 2 to hit. So that's 16.
Nope.
All right.
I'm ready for war today, sir.
Yeah.
Just gonna block that shit with my shield too. Just kind of look at this. This is really nice.
He's gonna assume the fetal position.
This has been great today.
Yeah.
like
Docman.
this.
This is the
Docman
first
2.
time I've ever worn a thing like this.
Docman
Yeah,
2?
Docman 2, come hit me up.
I think technically
That is a
he's
natural
Docman
20.
Yeah, you got it.
7.
He's Docman 2.
He's Darkman too.
Yeah, Docman 2 always. I mean, he
11
fucks.
points of slashing
what?
damage.
You got it.
The wizard is dead. He can have the 2.
11 points with a cap?
Mm-hmm.
He is going to use his bonus action. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Shabam. 2. So 4.
Okay.
Does a 4 pass though?
It does not.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think it does. I don't know,
You didn't
Don.
look hard enough.
Maybe recheck your math, Don. 4's pretty good.
So you are blinded until the end
My
of your
eyes!
next turn. He's going to throw sand in your eyes.
His eyes.
Oh no. Blinded.
Yes.
Until the end of my next turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Shit.
That's fine.
Next up is the guy on top of the crow's nest who has just been stabbed by Twig, who's going to turn around and at disadvantage shoot her with a crossbow shot.
Just double nat 20. Just savage.
I'm ready for the double nat 1 and he falls backwards off the crow's nest.
Hold on.
The crossbow just breaks in his hands.
Did I copy their stat block? Oh, there we go. That is a 15 to hit. Right.
But what if not?
So that is 5 points of damage. And he's going to use his bonus action to pull out a stick of dynamite and light it.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
That's
That's doing some shit, dude.
Fucking wild man up here. He's like
He's just a fucking Borderlands psycho.
going
Just
down with his shit.
rip the flesh.
Oh my god.
What is he gonna do next? Bear hugger? Like
We're
we
going
go
down
together?
here. Oh my god.
To pick him up and throw him.
Next, back to the top of the order with Mr. Pigeon.
Alright.
Do I see dynamite?
I assume I don't. I'm in the room.
You do not see dynamite.
Shit, not to scale jokes aside, how far away is like everything that's happening here from
That's
me?
pretty to scale. You could definitely get there in one round of movement.
Sure, but like you said, the boat's kind of low, so like, are they easily visible? I'm not looking for me. Is
Sure.
it clear what's going on there? I'm
Yes,
trying
absolutely.
to climb up.
Yeah, there's a slight like gangplank there, but it's not that steep. You can definitely see
Okay.
what's going on.
So I want to climb up behind this guy,
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
and so from up here, looking over, it looks very clear what's going on over there.
Yep.
Okay. And how close am I to the top of the crow's nest? Is this like a big elevation, little?
That's a little elevation. That part is the part that's not to scale. You're about 40. That's 10 feet off the deck, so you're 40
Okay.
feet off of the crow's nest.
Okay, and about 10 feet away from the deck.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, so then I'm gonna climb up and I'm gonna get close to this guy. I'm gonna lean in and I'm gonna start coughing and I'm gonna say, "They choked me beneath deck. Get the imposter!" And I'm gonna point at the captain.
Okay. Make a deception check for me.
How's a
I'll
dirty
give you
20?
I'll give you advantage anyway because you look like the captain.
22.
Oh my god, sir, you were right.
Yes, go.
All right.
And I'll point to the cannon and say, "I've got this."
All right. You got it.
Mr. Pigeon's first words.
Mr. Pigeon's first words of the entire campaign.
I don't know how close
Nobody
I am
else,
to people.
no one else has heard that.
You might
just
be
to
close enough
clear.
with the passive. I don't know.
Yeah. What is your passive?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
It's a 14.
Yeah. You hear the captain, another captain,
A second captain.
a second captain utter these words.
And yeah, I'm gonna grab the cannon like I mean business as he walks away.
Yep.
And I probably would have seen him come out of that room to climb up there too, yeah?
Yes.
And then, yeah, I mean, I guess once he is gone, what should that's elaborate. Should that take some kind of action consumption on my end?
For making a thing make a
Yeah,
skill
for
check.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
Absolutely.
Would that consume full then? My actual
Yeah,
action?
yep.
Let me make sure. I don't think I actually have very good bonus actions I want to do. Nope, no, that'll be me. I will
Okay.
man that cannon.
Alrighty. Hudoro is going to launch another firebolt here.
Who's he targeting?
One of the people on the front there.
Doc Boy?
Doc Boy. That is going to miss, unfortunately. So Ren, you watch as another firebolt whips down the beach across the shoreline, but does not strike its target. It just singes against the water. Next up is Shay.
Knowing that there's a man coming down to take care of this imposter captain down here, I'm going to go and attack Dockman 2.
All right, go for it.
Duckman.
No, that's super low roll. And I'm assuming I don't have advantage because I'm assuming that he would know that I'm in the general area.
Yeah. How low is low? Is it like real low?
You rolled a 2.
It was a 3 on the die.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's going to be an 8 to hit.
No, it will not.
Okay. Second attack. That one is not that much better. That's a 10 to hit.
10 will not hit.
All right. Well, just get me up next to Dockman 2, wherever he's at.
You got it. You're right behind him. You're on the gangplank.
All right. Next up is Marcus.
Cool, I'm blinded. I'm going to ready my action, and as soon as I can see, I'm going to utilize my channel divinity and try to frighten everyone around me. Everyone but my friends.
Say
Of
everyone?
course, of course.
I might frighten my friends at this point. My eyes, they're sandy! I hate the beach. This is the worst place ever.
There's flies everywhere.
Yeah, so I mean, it feels cheesy to say as soon as I can see again, so in terms of classifying something else, nah, fuck it, because you can classify things for being able to turn corners and see. It's the same effective thing. So yeah, as soon as I can see again, I
Okay.
would
Yeah, sure.
utilize my channel divinity.
End of your turn. The sand is now out of your
Yeah,
eyes.
I'll pop my reaction, do my channel divinity. There's Dockman 1, Dockman 2, and Captain,
Yep.
who are enemies, 5, 10. Waterboy is outside of my thing, and that guy I'm assuming is high enough at an
Yeah.
elevation that I can't
Yeah.
catch him.
So 3 people,
Yeah, Dockman 1, Dockman 2, and Captain.
and it's wisdom.
No, I believe it's charisma for me.
It's within what range?
30 feet. It is wisdom.
Does
so
it-
you're correct.
Okay.
Does it catch the guy that Mr. Pigeon is directing down to?
The guy up here,
Yeah.
I think he's high enough and far enough away. This is like 5, 10, 15, 20. Like, he's
Yeah,
probably
it'd be
5
30.
more in and
Yeah.
then like 10-ish up.
10
He's
Yeah.
probably right outside.
Okay. Yeah, so Dockman 1 is a natural 20.
Cool.
Dockman 2 is a 10.
Cool.
And Captain is a natural 1.
Cool. Real fucking
Real-
scared.
real scared.
I wipe sand out of my eyes and I guess I just see him right here and just hold the manacles out towards him.
Your eyes are bloodshot.
Like, this is your only chance. And that's obviously me.
Alrighty. Colbane. He's gonna hang out by this log.
I really like
He's gonna
this.
just slowly push it towards the dock.
It's gonna warm his stump.
Yeah,
I appreciate
yeah.
that.
He's not a fighter.
Yeah, he's doing his best.
Yeah,
he
he's-
contributed. He was
yeah.
a presence. I appreciate that. You're seen, Colbane. Thank
Yep.
you.
Twig, you were up.
So, this dynamite, is it like a slow burn? Like, I have, like, some time? Okay.
How big
Get to know it a little.
is this stuff?
What's the burn rate on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty long. Like,
It's a
wick on
really
it.
long wick. Just a comically long
It's wrapped
wick on
around
the
his
side of
entire
it.
body. Just-
I really hope so.
That's awesome.
Like some Looney Tunes nonsense.
Yeah.
So I'd like to like grab it and try to push him off.
And then have the dynamite?
Yeah.
Sure.
I want to have the dynamite at the end of this encounter.
Sure, yeah, make a shove check.
Yep. So for you, it's athletics. I believe in you.
That's a 5.
Okay. Also make a sleight of hand check to try to at least grab the dynamite.
Okay.
What did he get though?
He got an 11.
It's close, doable.
Yeah.
That's a 27.
Okay. So
Oh.
you
He's
go
a
to
go.
shove him. You do pull the dynamite out of his hand, but he steadies himself against the back of the crow's nest, and you're not able to completely shove him off. But you do have the dynamite in your hand.
Benny Hill fight over this dynamite.
Dude,
Slap.
shove it in his
Hot
mouth.
potato?
Yeah, it's a hot potato
that's
situation.
exactly what I thought of, but
Yes.
I don't know the damage that's gonna cost. You know, the boat when it goes off.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
I mean, we have another boat for us to take.
There's 2
This
ships.
boat is
There's 2.
destroyable.
Okay, then yeah.
You
it's
also
going
have a
down.
bonus
It's going
action,
right down.
and
his
you can
throat.
100% free item interaction into that mouth and bonus action shove
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I'm gonna grab my gun and just palm it.
Right onto the cannon, God!
God,
Yeah,
I'm
right on
I'm
the Mr.
right there.
Pigeon, right below.
I'm sorry. To be fair, she might. Yeah.
know that that's not the
The
captain.
captain's right there. Yeah. Please.
Yeah, and then
Please.
you
It's
can
gonna do all
bonus
the
action
damage
shove
to
him
my body
again.
just falling.
Yeah, you free interaction, you take it and just jam it into his mouth. And then, yeah, you can use your bonus action to shove him again.
Yeah. You
Believe.
You said shove him again.
Yep, same
Believe
thing.
in the dice.
Looks like 2 digits.
That's a 15.
Yep, that's an 8. So you
Dice
just,
rewarded!
you just shove this in his mouth, and in slow motion, it's like that just fade out as his eyes go wide. Dynamite sticking out of his mouth, the fuse wrapping around his body as he falls through the air. Mr. Pigeon, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Why is the fuse so long?
Please have him exploding like mid-air, just please.
It's a 12.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say that you're gonna take half damage from this as his body explodes midair.
Catches cannon boy.
Yep, for sure.
Does it catch the cannon?
Yes.
Oh no! Don't make the cannon go off.
Cannon is destructible object.
So
in my
you take
eyes.
5 points of damage,
Okay.
of bludgeoning damage, and you are covered with blood as his body just explodes. In the air, you just watch as halfway down, right as it sinks down past the level of the cannon, he just explodes. And even on the dock, you guys are covered in a rain of blood.
Yeah.
As you just see an explosion
As
behind
raining
you.
blood begins to bled.
In the area of the cannon, you see an explosion, and you just see Twig at the top of the crow's nest looking rather pleased with herself.
Yeah!
And this man not up there.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, so
I'm
he's
pure of heart.
he's
thought they were
obviously
scared before.
I'm the most pure of heart person in the group.
yeah, so he's very dead. Obviously, he's exploded. Yeah, so that has occurred.
Or what happened to my crew member? Is he good?
So he took a little bit more of a blast than you did, so he doesn't look great. You just, oh my god!
Get in there.
What the fuck is happening, sir?
Nah, I'm just gonna look up and down and say, I'll handle that. Go.
Go.
Yeah, so it's his turn.
So
So
fucking bring him down to me.
yeah, he's gonna slide
my
down
ears.
the rope onto the dock there.
Who?
And jump down towards.
He can catch Murdoch.
Yeah,
'cause
that's what
getting
he's- yeah.
getting to me is a long walk.
Yeah, he's gonna jump down to Murdoch there, and he's gonna make his attack.
I thought he was
Not the
attacking the
imposter?
captain.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that is
that's right,
correct.
that's right,
You
yeah,
did
he's
have
after
that
the
deception.
That's
imposter.
right. That's right. Yeah, he is going to attack the captain.
You liar!
All right. So he shoots his little restraining shot at the captain.
Ooh, the captain's frightened.
Captain is frightened.
He's within, so he has... Because frightened does not say that he needs to be an ally of me, as far as I can recall. No.
Okay.
We're good.
It hits either way.
Yeah.
And he's going to make his strength saving throw. It's a 4. So he's restrained as his grapple shot strikes him in the chest. He takes 6 points of damage, and he is restrained.
Very good.
This rope just wraps around his legs.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the captain, who is going to just whip around confused, and he is going to whirlwind spin his sword around and hit the people that are around him that he can. So that's going to be...
So me, Shay, Murdoch, Dockman, Cannon... Or no, Shay's outside, sorry. That is another space. So it's the Cannon guy, Murdoch, Dockman 2, and me.
Yep.
But he is frightened and restrained, so he definitely has disadvantage.
He definitely has disadvantage. So the first one we'll say is against... I guess I'll just roll once then for everybody. It doesn't. I don't need to
It's
make
entirely
separate
up to
attacks.
you.
I'll just do it once. With disadvantage, that is... that is a 17 to hit.
17 does not catch me. Murdoch would get caught because he's not wearing a shield.
Yep.
And you have the stat block for your archer and your dock boy.
Yep, that hits both of them. Oh my god. He kills the archer.
My buddy.
He's dead.
Right, I'm sorry, Mike.
He served his purpose. He restrained it.
Yeah,
Right.
he's dead.
He did great. Deserves a promotion.
Dockman 1 it was.
No, Dockman 2.
Dockman 2
Yo,
takes
don't kill Dockman.
takes
kill him.
11
Yes.
points of damage, as does Murdoch. And he's going to make his second attack.
Sure.
Let's see.
Just killed his own guy.
I mean, I scared him and called him a fucking bitch, effectively.
Yeah, he's going to attack you. I'm looking at the stuff it's not relevant right
Go
now.
to jail,
Yeah,
buddy.
he's going to attack you. Wow, that's incredibly good. That's a 22 to hit.
Dear Lord, yes.
Yeah, he rolled 17 and an 18
Yep,
on the die.
you got it.
For 9 points of slashing damage.
Very good.
It's not a crit, so that doesn't matter.
Mhm.
That's his turn. Next up is Archer 2, who's in the water.
Yep.
So he's going to climb onto the dock and fire a shot back up at Dandelion.
Oh, he still
she's
has
got
his
a lot of
bow.
cover.
She does. So what would that do to her AC?
He can get on that box, and she's probably got a half or 3/4.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna get into the position that he can.
Plus 5 to her AC for 3/4, I would say, because that's a very awkward arc trajectory.
Okay.
So your AC is increased by 5 against this specific bow shot.
That is a 17.
He's a sharpshooter.
He checks the wind.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
He's been on this boat a few times. He knows the arc.
This is they trained for this.
Holy shit! I tried. I'm very sorry.
So that is
98.
98 points of damage. It's 4 points of damage as you're struck with an arrow in the shoulder.
Ouch.
You're fine.
That is his turn. Dandelion, you're up. You
That
do have a
ruins
cannon.
what I was going to do just a little bit.
You mean hit him in the face with a cannon?
I was gonna drop a cannonball on his face. So
You could
You
shoot
just-
it.
You
I
can
know.
throw it at him.
You
You're
can
assuming...
pick it up and jump and
Yeah, because he
smack
didn't
him in
shoot the
face.
cannon that he had loaded.
Correct.
Nope.
So you just tilt that thing,
You absolutely can do that.
I
straight at the face.
Mm-hmm.
will try
Put a cannonball
For
straight
sure.
in his mouth.
Yeah.
to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to fire a cannonball into that so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
just,
dude, it's fine.
no, I wouldn't do that.
Assuming there is like fire,
A mess.
like
Just
a
trick
striker
everybody.
Yeah.
that I can use,
I just assume it's an AoE. I don't want to do that.
or like a candle
I
or
wanna shoot
something.
the
I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
there's a
shoot right
striker.
Right in the back. Shoot at his feet.
Mhm.
It's a dot.
It's true.
You
I feel
gonna
like
do that?
she's not
Yeah.
proficient in cannon.
Probably not. Yeah. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Probably just
What am I- yeah, what do I-
let it have dex.
Yeah, Dex is fine.
So just a +2. You'll be fine.
12.
That does hit.
Believe
So if you'd
in
like
the
to roll
dice
the
set.
damage, it's 3d6 bludgeoning damage.
Mhm.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's 2d10.
3d6 feels more fun, but 2d10 is probably.
3d6 is the dynamite.
Let me find a good d10 here.
You didn't have your 10s prepared for your Eldritch Blast?
I mean, I have.
Only the one.
I'll use the fears.
No, wait a minute. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
it's already happened.
No. No. That's bad.
8.
Why? The Saphira dice of all ones to choose from.
Yeah. So
Prettiest.
you
Look at
strike
how
him with a
pretty.
cannonball.
agree.
They're
terrible.
You light this cannon and it shoots him and it like explodes the box under him as he just slams into the dock and takes 8 points of damage. Yeah. Anything else?
Who does he fall
Oh,
prone
he's
from the
also-
explosion?
He does.
Oh,
Cool. Hex.
his hexed.
Roll the d6 and necrotic. Cannon is a weapon.
2 necrotic damage
All right.
as well.
Necrotic cannonball.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Murdoch is going to attack the captain.
Yeah.
Nope. No, he's not.
Just second guess.
Does he have?
No.
He doesn't have advantage.
Nope.
Okay, Randy.
Is he flanked?
Mm-mm. No, there's not a straight line between me and him. He could get there, but he would get +2. I
Yeah,
don't know
no,
whether or
he
not.
rolled
Yeah,
a
I didn't
4.
think so. Cool.
Does it have to be
Right,
an ally?
I should be with
for
40
flank?
feet of movement. I should be able to get to the captain.
Yep. Yeah, you can.
Okay, good. In
Good enough,
Dwarvish.
I was gonna say,
I don't care.
Once I get to him in Dwarvish, I will say, "You fought honorably. Surrender," and then I will attack, targeting the backs of his knees,
His leggies.
His leggies.
His
Yes.
leggies.
trying to knock him prone.
Trying to kneecap him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is restrained, Paul. You have advantage.
Oh, very good, because that was very bad. I rolled a 5 and a 1 on the die, so that's going to be a 10.
You got +2 for me. 12.
12.
12. No.
It does. 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
Great offhand attack.
Yep.
Mhm.
Advantage again.
Mm-hmm.
That's a natural 20.
All
There you
right,
go.
there you go.
So I'll cap that and then roll this. So that's a 10 points of slashing damage. I will
go.
declare non-lethal.
Okay. Yep. Yep, he's taken 21. You slash into the back of his legs with your offhand attack as he stumbles slightly.
declaring no.
Anything else, Ren?
No, he doesn't respond?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
like
Less likely to shoot.
He hasn't responded to me in the 2 times that I've tried to tell him effectively the same thing with surrender. So I think he's just committed to Pound Town.
Yep.
Is the captain a dwarf?
No, but he's the same as these people.
Yeah,
He's
that's
an
what I meant.
Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he an Aquaman?
He is an Aquaman.
All right,
He is
good.
in fact
Yeah.
Aquaman.
All right.
All right, Docman 1.
Yeah, fuck you, Duckman 1. You're the one who passed my frighten check. I hate you.
You're
That
the
is going to
Docman
be a
2.
16 to hit.
Me? Nope.
Yes. Nope. All right.
Fuck you, Duckman 1.
Yep, Docman 2.
He's afraid of me.
Nope, that's a 3 and an 8.
Cool.
So certainly
he can
not.
repeat his wisdom saving throw at the end of his turn.
Nope, that's an 8. Again,
Good. He's really scared
he's
still.
really, really scared. Back to the top of the order with Mr. Pigeon / fake captain man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
New
What
captain.
I have
Look at him.
Thank you
the
for the
captain
gift
now.
sub as well. Thank you so much.
The Inquisition is in town.
Would I have a grasp on what this cannon does? Like, would I think it was a terrible idea to try to shoot that captain in the back with its cannon?
You saw
Like in character, I see my.
You saw
fire
captain,
once.
and I would say, for carnival life, a cannon is not out of the question to have existed at some point.
Okay. So.
I think what Mike is saying
Yeah,
is
I'm saying I don't-
statistically, would Mr. Pigeon, not intending to kill his friends, think it was a good idea?
Right.
to
Mike
shoot
doesn't want to
cannonball?
metagame and know that it's an AoE. Would Mr. Pigeon have any idea if he could safely do this?
Probably not.
Okay. No idea, or no, he couldn't.
I don't think you do. I don't know. I don't think you would know if you can do it safely.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
what you're saying is it's not my fault. I'm gonna.
I heard him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot the captain with this cannon.
It sounded like permission to me.
Yeah, yeah. You
That's what I
swivel
heard.
it.
Yep, I'm gonna swivel it and try to shoot him with the cannon.
This looks like danger to me.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
Nah. Is it just raw dex?
He's still restrained.
It's a 20. What does that mean? Advantage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sneak.
What's your strength?
20.
Okay.
The bullet shot.
Yeah,
from
that
the
absolutely
other
hits him.
document
Okay.
came.
2d10.
Nice. 13. Does it add dex or no? Just 2d10?
Yeah, just 2d10.
13.
All right.
Mm.
He is bloodied.
Good.
13, you said?
34.
13.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, that is me.
All right.
So you're up there on that thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Eudora misses
I've been up there for a
again.
minute.
Shay's up.
All right, we're going in for El Capitan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Did the bludgeoning thing affect
15 to
anything in
hit?
the area?
No.
Okay.
15 to hit.
15 hits, yes.
Uh, 9 damage.
Good time.
All right. 9 points of damage.
And the old second hit is probably not going to hit. It's 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. All right. Anything else?
No.
Marcus, you're up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blind anymore. Did you attack the captain?
I did.
Okay.
Actually, there was flanking on that, so that second one's definitely higher.
Yeah, because
He's
it's three
straight
quarters.
surrounded.
It's
Yeah.
3/4.
Is it?
Yeah.
We've got Murdoch on one
Murdoch's-
side, you on the other.
Murdoch's at the corner, so it's not straight lined.
Yeah,
So
3/4 fine.
It's the +5.
Yeah, so
Sure.
that hits.
Okay.
Yep.
It's another 2 damage.
35.
How much has he taken? Sorry.
35.
35.
Yep.
Wait, for the captain?
Mhm.
How much did he just do? Because the
11.
captain was at 34 damage.
I did
taken.
11 total just then. I did 9 and then 2.
I thought it was 13. Did I miss something?
The captain was at, I thought, 21.
Oh, yeah.
Took 13 from cannon.
that's
That.
correct.
Plus
So I
Sorry.
did 13,
34.
I did another 11.
Got
so
it.
we're at 45.
45, yes.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. I guess you said he is bloodied, correct?
Yes.
And restrained and everything? Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, we'll just give him the old pound town.
Hammer time?
Yeah. It's only the Warhammer of Lathander, and it's only one-handed, but it's absolutely getting in there because it's an 18 on the die.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Bam. 10 bludgeoning.
Yep. 10 bludgeoning. He looks real bad.
Cool. Well, these other guys are staying with me. So I'm just going to stay at the position I'm at and keep contributing to flanking. So
Mhm.
that is it for me.
Cool. Twig.
Alright. I have no reason to know that that's Mr. Pigeon, do I?
Nope.
No. Alright, yeah, so I guess I'm gonna, like, grab a rope and try to swing down there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use my rapier, try
Yep.
to slash him.
Oh, such a good.
Yeah, you slide your way down and swing around the ropes and land right in front of this captain.
That's like the perfect pirate image.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
20.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Headbutted, then stabbed to death.
11.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, sure.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. Yeah, you slide down and stab Mr. Captain right in the shoulder there. The pigeon captain.
Mm-hmm. What does that do to my illusion? I think when you interact with it, right?
For disguise self?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if you interact with it, you notice. So, like,
Yeah.
you would see the rapier doesn't.
Yeah, it like
goes through me like a cloud. Like, I get stabbed and fall down, but you would probably notice.
Also, surprisingly, doesn't look blood covered
Yes,
from
there's
the
no
explosion.
there would be no blood on me from the
Yeah, there's-
explosion
yeah.
either. There'd be blood all around me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, you stab and sort of like go through, and then you don't feel anything for like another few inches, which is weird. And then you feel contact with something, and you pull back, and you realize that this is some sort of illusion.
Okay.
Oops.
That's all I got.
All right.
No apologies.
Good.
Doesn't know yet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up is the captain, who is going to, with his disadvantage, attack Marcus.
Cool.
That's a 9 on the first one, so he will miss. And that's a 13 on the second, which will miss.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he misses both. Archer 2 is that one.
Correct.
He is once again going to
It's the only
attempt.
archer that's alive.
Yeah, he's going to attempt to sharpshoot Dandelion. That's a 13, so that will miss. Dandelion, you're up.
I would like to Eldritch Blast this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do a real good Eldritch Blast. Right at him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's gonna do
You're
it.
fine.
15.
Yep, that
Oh,
hits.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it's 5 force damage.
Okay.
3 necrotic damage.
Okay. Describe how you kill the archer.
So, which part kills him?
It would be the necrotic. Or the blast. Simultaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Take your pick.
So he definitely
Dealer's
gets hit
choice.
with the blast and like takes a stumble
Mhm.
a bit, and then from like the spot where it hit, just like the
Ripples out.
Yeah, you just see this black purple
Yeah.
necrotic energy just ripple across his chest as he just like grabs at it and stumbles and falls into the water.
Real quick, your captain can repeat the saving throw against me at the end of his turn.
16.
Yeah, he's not frightened.
All right.
And-
Murdoch. Yes.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hex over to
The captain.
no. I'm looking down here. I'm not looking
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
there.
Give him disadvantage on charisma checks to persuade him that it's not the captain.
This guy,
Doc Boy 1?
Doc Boy 1,
All right.
All right.
is now hexed.
Cool.
What are you picking?
Can I pick again?
Yep.
Oh.
You pick again.
Rank.
Okay. Cool. Murdoch is going to attack against the captain because he's right there.
Cool.
That is a 13, so he's going to miss.
No,
Plus 5.
Murdoch would move into position to give the full flanking.
Okay.
And the guy's restrained.
Yeah,
anyway.
I can't see from
Yeah,
here.
yeah. No, you're good.
So you
Okay.
just take a step up.
Yeah, then that would hit.
Yep. Yeah, he literally just needs to move 5 feet that way so
Cool.
the line can be drawn through naturally.
Oh my god. That's 10 points of damage.
Good job, Murdoch.
He looks really, really, really bad.
Good.
Ren, you're up.
All right. You said he looks bad.
Horribly, horribly bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it again. Surrender, and I'll aim for the other knee, slashing into the back of it.
Mm-hmm. And you
said he's
hear...
still restrained.
Yes, he is still restrained. As you say this, as you say surrender again, he in Dwarvish back to you in this like off Dwarvish language says the same thing. Live for my land, die for my land.
Yeah, it's going through his back, through his heart.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Yep. You don't even
Just
need to roll damage.
right
He is 4 HP. So describe how you kill this man.
Just right up through the heart.
Hmm?
Yep.
Slightly
Straight through his
lifting
back.
him just a little bit, and then pulling the blade out.
Yep. Straight through, up through his back into his heart
Mhm.
as he just drops his blade to the ground and you pull that out.
Mhm.
The two dock workers immediately drop their weapons
Mhm.
and surrender.
Mhm.
I'll say in Dwarvish, good choice.
Yeah, I mean, pull out my 2 pairs of manacles. Ooh.
And drown them.
Well,
Goodbye.
Oh no.
yeah, no, I would absolutely, stow away the Warhammer from Lathander and stow away my shield and manacle each of these dudes one by one.
Yep.
This ship is pretty fucking damaged.
It is.
Cool. Does she realize yet? Because that needs to also be resolved.
If it comes around, you would see that the captain reach like into his own hat as his hand disappears, and I'll just start shaking my jester hat,
Yeah, you hear jingling
Just
from inside of the captain's
shaking
face.
it, and if I can do another action, just throw balloons that are unblown up at you. And then I'm just gonna sit down since I see that the danger is done and heal
I'm
myself.
just gonna grab him and just like drop to my knees and be like,
Just gonna push your hands off and heal myself with the spell.
Yeah. You watch as Mr. Pigeon just reaches into like the head of the captain, and you hear jingle, 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 and then balloons burst out of the captain's like chest and arms.
Yeah, chest area, because he'd be a lot taller than me probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess the hat would come out of like the chest too.
Ding,
'Cause
ding, ding, ding. Stabbing himself in the
Shaking it.
heart. Yeah.
How close to dead were you?
I was at 1.
Yeah, she hit him for 11 while he was at 12.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to take out 10 feet of chain and
Yep.
bind these 2 men by their manacles together.
Yeah, you bind them together.
Yep. Well, gather what things they have that are of value. Prepare the next boat.
Start running some pockets.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a knee for a minute. Sit on the edge of the dock, still like the captain. I have not dropped it in less than 4.
I would head over to the other ship
Mm-hmm.
and start prepping it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, gather what things are of value of these people. Collect Eudoro and Colbane.
Yep.
Check whatever these crates/barrels are for other belongings or valuables, and yeah, I would definitely want to sink this ship.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Is it deep enough to sink the ship?
I mean, burn it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can definitely burn it. There's dynamite on board.
Oh
as we know.
my God! How much dynamite are we talking about, though?
Just like a couple like satchels of it. By satchels, I
That's
mean like
not how we want to sink it. We want to bring that with.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
How many bundles, how many bushels of dynamite do we have here, Tom?
A bushel.
I will gather and pluck these beautiful dynamite
how many
fields that you lay out.
bushels?
Sure.
Of dynamite.
I'll let you know.
Cool. Yeah. We have multiple people that are able to create fire, and I have more flasks of oil.
Yep.
I'd prefer to keep the dynamite.
Absolutely.
So this way our rogue friends
Yep.
can again.
Yeah. So
Really
you
heist this other time.
you
Correct.
grease the sails with oil,
Very good.
and
Very
I'll say
While we were looking, I'm just gonna lay in the captain's bed. Just
Oh, yeah, no, you can
just
check
lie and
Yeah,
collect
before we
myself as
burn the
where,
ship, I
Yeah.
want to
as you're doing
go
so,
Sketch
through
guys. Yeah.
Sure.
the captain's documents.
yep, absolutely.
But we can
Yeah,
figure
we'll-
that out.
Mhm,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll
and
not on
I would
camera.
also
Yeah.
be checking in there, but if I see someone else looking, I'm just gonna sit on the bed.
Yeah, we will. So we will end there for the evening with you guys going through the ship, prepping to head out onto the other boat after you burn this one. And we will pick up not next week, but the week after that we'll be back with Adoris. So in 2 weeks we'll pick up with you guys finishing that up and sailing off towards Southport to assault the docks of the city.
I'll have 4 fewer teeth.
That sounds bad, but it's not.
You mean you? I thought you meant dandelion. I was like, why?
It's a celebration, dude.
Trying to rip around to eat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back on Sunday for the Veiled Forests of Orvigo at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and then Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern for the city of Oshwamp.
Bad City, Big Cold.
Not Bag City, Bad City. Maybe.
Also bag.
Soul Bag.
Hag
It's
bags,
fine. Don't
dude.
worry about it. It's a Freudian slip.
Mhm.
Not a problem
Mhm.
at all.
Mhm.
Thank you very much,
I'll have
everybody.
your soul soon.
I know, if you don't already. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you on Sunday. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.